Yoruba Nation, Yoruba Nation, láti máa lọlé wa. Ọmọ Yorùbá o. Láti dá dúró. Yoruba Nation a fẹ́ máa lọ. Bàbá lọ́wọ́ òkú ẹrú. Ọlọ́run abẹ́ o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba Nation yìí lọ́wọ́. Àsìkò ti tó. Nàìjíríà ti tó pín. Yoruba Nation ti fẹ́ máa lọ. Ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ máa lọ. Ọba tó gbọmọ Ísírẹ́lì. Ìlú oko ẹrú. Íjíbítì. Ìgbà tó kò bára ọ̀tán dìde. Láti gbé wọn mì lọ́jọ́ ọjọ́ sí. Ó náwó agbára sórí òkun pupa. Òkun pupa di yàngbọ́ ilẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì wọ́n kọjá lọ. Olúwa bá wọn dá sí. Bàbá ìwọ la gbójúlé. Bàbá ìwọ la fẹ̀yìntì. Ìgbà tá bá fi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ kì í bọ́. Àbọ̀tà fi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ kì í máa yí fáyà. Ojú ọmọ gbọ́dọ̀ ti wá rọ̀ bàbá. Bàbá ti wá dọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀. Bóyá bàbá tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá mi dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Yorùbá Nation yìí lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Ọlọ́run bàbá o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá ń fẹ́ dá dúró. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Afẹ́fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ẹrú. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Òkú ẹrú ọmọ Nàìjíríà yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Sáwọn olórí wọn ta wá sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Tètè bá wa lọ́wọ́ wọn. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Fúlàní tó bá yọ kí ẹni fẹ́ràn. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Àwọn Fúlàní àjíǹde. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá mi jọba mi pàṣẹ sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá tètè dáhùn sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà yìí dánwọ́ rẹ̀. Bàbá bá wa fòpin sí torí Yorùbá kí tó lọ máa fẹ́ dá dúró. Bàbá lókè ìwọ lábẹ́ jọ̀wọ́ náwó agbára sórí Yorùbá Nation. Ó ti sọ nínú ìwé mímọ́. Let my people go. Bàbá jọ máa jẹ́ kọ́tà yọ wá. Tòrò àyàn bàbá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá o. Bàbá jọ̀wọ́ bá mi lójú ìgbà máa ní ṣe ni. Àwọn tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ yà wá. Àwọn tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ yà Yorùbá. Tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ yà Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá jọ̀wọ́ bá mi lójú tábọ̀ o. Ọ̀gá tó ní Yorùbá Nation ò ní dúró. Wọ́n láwọn bá tùrú lò. Gbogbo Fúlàní tó bá yẹ ní Nàìjíríà o. Fúlàní pẹ̀lú Haúsá. Wọ́n láwọn nìkan tùrú lò. NNPC ilé epo wa. Fúlàní ló lórí wọn. NIRF Fúlàní ló lórí wọn. NCS Fúlàní ló lórí wọn. FDA Fúlàní ni. Ẹ máa gbọ́ náà sí àmì. The major spender of Nigeria money. Defense Fúlàní ni. Finance Fúlàní ni. Education Fúlàní ló lórí wọn. Justice Fúlàní ni. FCT Fúlàní ni. Agriculture Fúlàní ni. Police affairs Fúlàní ni. Aviation Fúlàní ni. Communication Fúlàní ni. Power Fúlàní ni. Water resources Fúlàní ni. Humanitarian affairs Fúlàní ni. FEMA Fúlàní ni. NYSC Fúlàní ni. ETDF Fúlàní ni. NTA Fúlàní ni. FAAN Fúlàní ni. Office of Accountant General, Fulani Lolori, telecommunication, communication, Fulani, Minister for Communication, Fulani, NTA, Fulani, NITDA, Fulani, Emagbanarasia, Anti-Corruption Agency, Ejumagbo, EFCC, Fulani, MFI, Fulani, OLAYOMI, Fulani. Wow, and a very good morning and welcome to the broadcast from London, the 16th of August 2021. I welcome you all as you're settling into the conversation. Mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí a ti láǹfààní àti máa darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, as I'm still just a few minutes away. Also, just to let us know, we are not live on our Facebook channel. We have been banned for the next 30 days on both platforms, but we will keep the Yoruba Nation active with or without Facebook. It's not the only platform, so I'm sure as time goes on, people will pick up that the live broadcast will be coming on our YouTube. We're live already on Instagram. We're live on the MixLR. We're live on Twitch. I'll be adding one more platform later on before the end of tomorrow. So if you are watching us right now, you might want to share the broadcast to your Facebook page so that those that might not know that we are no longer going to be live on Facebook. So also pass the message on to anyone that is following the platform. I mean, when I listen to this music all the time, it kind of reflect the question: is there really nepotism in Nigeria? Is there nepotism where a particular tribe that probably was not even part of, when we got the independence, have now eventually become the power broker in Nigeria of today? And yet we have intellectuals among the Yorubas and the remaining tribes. But Fulani were able to dominate us for a very long time, with the support of the international community. But when Tiroba Lologun Odun, I'm sure you can complete that, especially those of us following the development and the situation on ground in Afghanistan. You will see that the whole Afghanistan is now a chaos. A chaos because, again, most of these international communities or countries that tend to believe that they would use their own kind of democracy on us and then also use a particular other tribe against other. Now, Taliban are finally taking control of Afghanistan. It's not just Kabul, they've taken over the whole Afghanistan. I mean, just like I was watching my brother Mayegu yesterday. I mean, we've talked about it so many times on this platform as well.
the whole security architect of Nigeria is now up to 1 million. And yesterday, 370,000 Afghan soldiers, Navy, Special Force, all have now fallen into the hands of the Taliban. Should we be worried? We discussed that, during the broadcast. But my question is, ǹjẹ́ Fulani ló wà in charge of Nigeria, or we are only making that up? Ṣé a kàn make it up pé when we talk about, the Fulanis, remember, Fulani is a tribe as well. Hausa is a tribe, and just like the Yoruba and the Igbo and the remaining other parts within the country, that was, not, something I'm making up. We know that Great Britain colonized Nigeria, but they didn't just colonize us, they eventually also left us with a name, Nigeria. They came into our land just about 1884, when we had our own ways of life. But as you know, Great Britain was moving from one continent to the other, looking for probably how to survive and how to keep their own economy and become a superpower. So tábà wò lọ wò bọ̀, a rí pé Great Britain controlled vast amount of countries, and ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà wà lára ibi tí wọ́n kó mọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n sọ di tiwọn. But the bad aspect of what they did to us was they've not just been able to okay, I'm just reading a comment. Yes, there's not, it's been for a long, because I've worked with Hausa Fulani in 1979, and I observed their behavior very irrational and annoying, and I sense they hate the Yorubas always. I mean, there's no doubt about that, my brother. There's no doubt about it. But Britain, tèmi gbé níbẹ̀ lénìí, were superpower. There's no doubt about that. Tó bá jẹ́ pé nígbà tó wá yẹn, yes, I mean, they conquered us, and and they could have just left us the way we were operating as the Yorubas, the other tribes. Ìjókòó ilé kò bá má wáyé. But wọ́n ní Ọlọ́run ọba tó dá láyé fún rẹ̀. Remember, white people did not create this world. They could tamper with it. They could manipulate. They could give us all kind of false impression. But àwọn kọ́ ló dálé ayé. And as long as we remember that all the time, it does not matter how we look at them. Àwọn kọ́ ló dá ilé ayé. Thank you very much, Terry Omoalade. Like I said, I'll continue to repeat that, especially for the next couple of days, until people settle in to understand that we will not longer be on Facebook for the next 30 days, both on Koiki Media and likewise both on Koiki Media Odudua page. But we are still live on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We are live on 3 Twitter channels. And let me just show us some of our platforms. And we're also live on KOIKIMEDIA.com. So if you go on KOIKIMEDIA.com, you would be able to watch us live. So maybe we might want to tell those that are not aware. I had a good rest yesterday, and I slept quite early after watching Mayegun General. And it's good now that we are seeing a bit of, I mean, I was watching Mayegun yesterday, and there was an American that put out a question, and I love the way Mayegun was able to explain. And that is why we must speak English at some broadcast. Lóòótọ́ ẹ fẹ́ ká sọ Yorùbá, lóòótọ́ Yorùbá ni ìjà tá à ń jà fún, so tá bá sọ Yorùbá yẹn, á wá jẹ́ kó ó ti yé yín. But what you forgot to understand is The world has become a global community. And when we say the world has become a global community, I, OLAYOMI KOIKI, as Koiki Media, I want to communicate with people in Russia, in Japan, in different parts of the globe to understand that the same way they have their own country is why I am sitting down here at 5 a.m. at exactly 16th of August 2021 and educating my people and telling us more about we as self-determination. But I'm sure you've probably been watching and listening to the news in the last 24 hours that the fraudulent Nigerian government is now trying to proscribe the Yoruba as well. What is the meaning of proscribe? I'll be giving us the meaning of that later on as well. Nigeria is a crime scene. But rather than the government that came and tell us they were fighting corruption, they were not fighting corruption. They were more interested. They were more interested in creating that Fulanization and Islamization on us. Look, we have Muslims that are Yorubas. We even have Muslims that are Igbo and different tribes. And just like we have the Christians and just like we have, our own tradition. All that is going into drain if we allow the agenda. And these are people that are not going to back down, just like the Taliban did not back down even after 20 years of trillions of dollars that the American government invested thinking they could protect Afghanistan. The Russia did it in the 80s. The Americans and their allies are now scrambling at the Kabul airport trying to get as many people out as possible. So you might think that we are sitting here and wasting our time, but we are worried of not seeing a scenario tí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá máa wá di pé wọn ò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀. Look, the worst case is all these international, you can see them, they're taking out their own personnel, their citizens living in Afghanistan. So if you think that my sitting here every day and just like all other media trying to educate and telling us that danger is looming. Look, America kọ́ máa gbé warship wa ni wàá kó àwọn èèyàn wọn lọ, àwa kó àwa àti àwọn ISWAP àti ISIS àti Boko Haram. Ìkan náà ni gbogbo wọn, wọ́n kọ̀ gèrè wọn lóríṣiríṣi ni. But rather than the 419 government with their partners, whether they are Yorubas, Igbo, running after security of your country to protect you, they are trying to label the Yoruba as now a terrorist organization because they know their card is coming up to an end. Once again, my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, and I welcome you as we are about to play, what we believe is our national anthem that we trust, and we will continue to explain to those of you at home that you might also want to educate your children and your loved ones. A very good morning once again as you're joining. Good morning, Kati. Please, like I said, this is also that the Facebook is no longer part of us for the next 30 days. We'll have to adapt and also work without it. But with about almost more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other, well, not 6, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, with more than 8 different channels. I'm sure those on Facebook will have to find us on YouTube or Instagram, on Switch or MixLR to watch us. Good morning, Sam KD. When I look to my left-hand side, I'm actually looking at my big screen where I can see your comment also scrolling up on it. So let's play our anthem and then we'll continue with the program. Once again, a very good morning or good evening, or almost good night if you're somewhere in America or in Canada. This is the anthem of the Yorubas. Let's take away this advert because YouTube love advert. Some people get paid for that. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. I'm sure following the development, ẹlòmíì ò tẹ̀ mọ̀ tó ń lọ ní Afghanistan. Another breeding ground of terrorists is about to pop up. I understand. Nigerians at home, they are more concerned about kilama je, kilama mu, but they're not thinking about the chaos that is waiting at the boundary for every single one of us. It doesn't matter. The only thing ni pé àwa tá wà labroad, a kàn máa wo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nísàlẹ̀, a dẹ̀ máa fi bá ṣe máa ń sọ àdúrà, but Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kó dé stage yẹn. Bí ṣe sọ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, nítorí pé òyìnbó kọ́ ló dá wa sáyé. Fúlàní iná ṣáni, control everywhere, sọ wá di punching bag. Kí ló dé? Kí ló fa sábàbí? Ìwọ ń wo Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìlú, Fúlàní ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ìlú, àwọn rí bí àwọn làwọn ní. I see educated Nigerians, celebrating Nigeria as if it's a country that they are pleased with. Forget about whether it's no electricity, there's no light, there's no security. We're not talking about that now. We are talking about we, èmi, ìwọ, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá. And you think you can play with the Fulanis and even the Hausas. Kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé àwọn Fúlàní ló ń darí wa? I see them, as long as they are well a bit educated among the so many illiterate at home that are hungry. They put on the suit. They put on the Yoruba attire. They mingle among themselves. But what they cannot understand is, where will you be in the next 100 years? You'll probably be gone, just like myself. But kila mafisile, we leave our own land, our own ancestral land. Tí Ọlọ́run tó dá fáwa. Olúkálùkù ló ní tiẹ̀, bí Jámánì ṣe ní tiẹ̀, ní ìlú kọ̀ọ̀kan ní tiẹ̀. Èyí tó wá jẹ́ tiwa, àwa tí wá ń share pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹlòmíì. Ìyẹn ni wọ́n wá ń sọ pé ìṣèbí tí ń bá ṣáà ti wọ̀ okay, you have a bit of money, o ṣáà lówó díẹ̀ tó lè play with in your account. O ní mọ́tò, o níyàwó, o ní girlfriend, o lọ́mọ, o lè rán wọn lọ sí America, o lè lọ Japan, o ní visa or o ní passport míì, but o wò pé ilẹ̀ yẹn tí gbogbo wa jọ ń sọ pé ilẹ̀ wa yìí ó ti fẹ́ kúrò lọ́wọ́ wa. Tí wọ́n bá wá kú ńkọ́? Imagine all those Yorubas that have died and believe in one Nigeria. Imagine what they will be thinking now. Níbikíbi tó bá wà níbà. I've never been there. Èèyàn kó lọ sọ́run yẹn. I'm sure individual person yẹn. Kò sẹ́ni tó lọ tàti rí tó dé padà. But what we know is, we have faith as people, whether we are oníṣẹ̀ṣe from our tradition, tí Elédùmarè fún wa, or you believe in Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your faith, but imagine gbogbo àwọn tó ti kú ní Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn ti lọ nísìn, wọ́n fi wàhálà lẹ̀ fáwa tó kù. Bó ṣe máa rí náà nìyẹn táwa náà bá ti lọ. Ìyẹn la ṣe ń sọ pé Fúlàní ló ń darí gbogbo wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, suffering and smiling under Fulani. You see them, especially when they go to, all these. I forget about parties. We love parties. That's not what I'm talking about. Go to events and see how people, just like we have done before as well myself. I've seen so many brilliant Yoruba people trying to set up business in Nigeria, and for whatever reason, it was never successful. So, Kilode Titi Dangote àti BUA àti gbogbo àwọn Hausa àti Fulani Kakos, their own business is successful in the shithole contraction you call Nigeria. But you, what don't want me, your business was never successful. Ẹ láwọn gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ business tó tẹ̀ jẹ́ ìtúlé fún àtúlé kan náà. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ti wálẹ̀ pátápátá. Every Yoruba businesses has been crumbled. Tó bá kú lórí Nàìjíríà, ó kọ̀ kú pẹ́ ni. Kò tẹ̀ wá fẹ́ fìyà jẹ wá mọ́, ojú wa náà fẹ́ proscribe Yorùbá gẹ́gẹ́ bí terrorist organization. Ó fẹ́ proscribe àwa. Orí ẹ̀ ti sán. Orí federal government ó ti sán. Ẹ fẹ́ tú wèrè sílẹ̀ ni. Díẹ̀ ló kù. Sórí wèrè tó wà lára ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n ń tọ́jú ó pọ̀. O rò pé Koiki nìkan ló ní wèrè. Àìmọye àwọn tó sán lórí. Ẹ fìyà jẹ wá. Ẹ ní wá lára. Ẹ fi wá ní fọkànbalẹ̀. Ẹ tún sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ proscribe wa. They are playing their last card before 2023. Gbogbo tó ń ṣe nísìnyí, they are playing their last card before 2023 because they know bá ṣe ń bá lọ yìí. Ìwọ ti bọ́dà mọ́ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, o ṣí bọ́dà ní north. Ṣé wọ́n ti gbogbo bọ́dà tó wá láti gbogbo ọ̀nà Niger, Cameroon, gbogbo ọ̀nà side ọ̀dọ̀ wọn náà? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ti bọ́dà ní gbogbo Katsina, ní Kano? Ẹ mọ̀ pé border outline wà ní gbogbo ibẹ̀ yẹn tó lọ sáwọn olúwèrè kan tó yẹ pé oríṣiríṣi asán ló ń kó wọlé, bó ṣe ń kó terrorist wọlé. Do you know that we don't even have border at all? Do you think we have a border? Please sign the Nina's petition if you haven't done so. Thank you very much, Kati, for reminding me. And like I said, people probably that love Facebook will not know we are live. But as time goes on, they'll probably find out. So you might want to share it into your WhatsApp group or tell people that, Koiki will no longer be live on Facebook. I'm not sure whether my other team will be able to do so, but for me, I've not been able to, I won't be able to do so because I've been notified that for 30 days. So until September 14, when at least they will be back before the UN, 74th National Assembly, which will sure be able to use so many of our activities. Look, if you think that the Yoruba politicians love us so much, you're wasting your time. The Yoruba politicians are part of the problem as well. They are doing very well. They live in an air-conditioned house, even though they're running a generator on it. I'm talking about the Yoruba politicians. The Yoruba politicians that have 3 maximum heavy security with AK-47. They probably have 3 cars that they drive with at any point of time. security kan á wà níwájú, òun á wà láàrin, ìkan á wà lẹ́yìn pẹ̀lú àwọn media aid àbí gbogbo lọ́ní PA lọ́ní media lọ́ní kìíní kan tó ń kó káàkiri. Tó bá há síbi traffic kan á fáwọn ọmọ agbèrè lówó wá bá clear títì, tó bá clear títì wọ́n á yìnbọn sókè wá fi clear wá fi jáde wá fi lọ. They are comfortable with that kind of lifestyle. They go to parties, they mingle around each other. And an average Nigerian is looking at them as, wow, you know, this is good life, man. Surely any tó ń sọ yẹn, òun náà máa jáde níjọ́ kan gbogbo àlá máa lọ àtèmi àtàwọn. After how many years we've spent on this global world. But there was a woman that I've just been told. I met her. I'll see if I can bring that picture up very soon. I met her when I was at Olumo Rock some few years ago. They call her Iya Olumo. I'm told she's now 137. What a very good age. Beautiful age, 137. Maybe some of us will live up to that. Maybe we'll not. Who knows? Only Eledumare knows. But what I can tell you is, gbogbo àwọn tó ti kú, ìwọ náà máa play sẹ́yìn àwọn tó mọ̀. They are from your family, extended family, your loved ones, whether died naturally, whether died in the hands of Nigeria, whether died peacefully in their sleep, whether died after they had a very good age, whether died because, you know, there was hypertension in their system and they were unable to be resolved by Nigerian system, whether they died. Thank you very much. Good morning, additional. We will die one day, but it will be whether something. As at last week Monday, as at this time, trailer tanker epo ní Ìbàdàn. Ó kọ̀ wá àwọn mẹ́rààrún yẹn pẹ̀lú inú micra yẹn. As at àná, ṣó ti dànù ní sàbíjẹta, 22 young Yoruba Muslims were killed in Plateau State. Imagine all those ones believe in one Nigeria. Ó mọ̀ pé tí wọ́n bá tẹ̀ believe nínú ìlú kan, tí ìlú yẹn bá tẹ̀ respect ẹ̀ tó bá kú, wà tẹ̀ ní, okay, if I die, you know, as a Nigerian, at least, you know, my local government will take care of my family. Have you thought about it? Think about if you die now in Nigeria, can the government take care of your family tó bá lọ? Okay, ó ṣe ń fojú wò pé social media fún ẹ lówó àbí? Maybe. We Yorubas have sympathies. Ọlọ́run fi sí wa lọ́kàn ni, ó fi sí wa nínú ẹ̀mí. Bí nǹkan kékeré bá ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí, ó máa mú wa nígbà ìyà ni. If not, kí la fi máa ṣe gbogbo tá à ń ṣe wàhálà yìí fún? Àwa tá wà labroad, níbi tí mo ti sùn, mo ronú pé mosquito jẹ mí, mo ronú pé kí ló wà nínú fridge, ṣé màá róúnjẹ jẹ, ṣé mo róúnjẹ jẹ. As long as I can live within my means, ẹlòmíì ò live within their means, ìyẹn ló ṣe ń sáré kiri bí ẹṣọ níwò ní mọ̀. But when you can live, good morning, Mr. Dele. Like I said, we are not going to be on Facebook for the next 30 days. So if anybody is saying, Koiki, you can only watch him now on YouTube and all other platforms, which I'm going to be showing us very soon as well. So if you're watching me on YouTube, you can just click the share button to your Facebook so that those following you will also be able to join us. And I'm sure as time goes on, people on Facebook will realize that. I'm not worried. We have more than enough platform that we are streaming on. And let me show you those platforms quickly so that you can have an idea that so let's come here first. If you go on our website, which is www.koikimedia.com, the moment you go on the website, it will bring you to this kind of page, right? You can see the countdown, 543 days left before election. That is why the federal government of Nigeria wants to proscribe the Yoruba as well. Morimbe, Amawa Mary, a very good morning. Good morning, Additional Adeyemo. I can spot you, my brother, a family, Adekunle Adepoju. I want to Texas. Like I said, our Facebook channel is down. We've been banned for 30 days, but don't worry yourself. So when you come further down, you will realize that that is me there. So you can see. So that means we're live on our website. You can just click that website and share it on. People will be able to watch us from there as well. Not just there alone. If you come to YouTube, this is my YouTube. And as you can see there, we are live on YouTube. All right. Not just that alone. Let's go on Instagram. So we're also live on Instagram. So if I come here to my page, it will tell you that, but let's go like this. So you can see that's live. KOIKIMEDIA is live. When you see that cycle, it shows that we are live. Good morning, Abdul Wahab Oladimeji. Welcome. So we're also live on OLAYOMI KOIKI and likewise on KOIKIMEDIA. So if I click on that, you can see that it's on a. It will tell you that okay, I'm going to take it off. Let's go like this. Sound. But right there, it shows that I'm live. Okay. So that means we're live. If you come again to MixLR, let's see if I can just log in. All right. Let's just go without logging in. Let me search for KOIKIMEDIA. Again, if you come on the MixLR, you can see we're live as well. KOIKIMEDIA. So the MixLR is just like, again, you know, if you come on the MixLR, and you can see it's coming out with the sound there. So again, we're live on the MixLR. We're live on Twitter as well. So these are also a lot of platforms away from Facebook. So when you come down here, again, you will notice that we're live. That's my big boss. So right there, again, we're live on OLAYOMI KOIKI on the MixLR, on the Twitter. If I go on KOIKIMEDIA on Twitter, again, KOIKIMEDIA, we're live as well, as you can see. And I guess 4 people have retweeted, 5 people have liked it. So if I go on ICO Farmers, these are different platforms because I want people to watch it from, as you can see, we're live there. Nobody has watched it from there, but I'm sure sometimes a farmer that wants to do something will say it and start wondering, wow, so Nigeria is going to break up. The Yoruba Nation, Biafra, Arewa, everybody will go on their way. Even if it's 15 countries that come out of it, who cares? USSR break up in 1991. 15 countries came out of it. And then if you go on Twitch, Twitch is also another platform, and mostly for gamers, people that play games. It's a $1 billion industry. So if I come here, again, we're live on it as well. So I don't have to sign. So these are all the platforms that you, at some point, if you look at it there, that's me. So you can also follow us as well. So is that me? Yeah, I think so. KOIKIMEDIA is offline. Have I not started Twitch? Yeah, we're live on Twitch. Yeah, we're live here. So these are all just the platform that I'm sure you will catch up as we go along. I wish I can watch and feel sleepy. Yeah, you have to go to bed if you're in some other part of the globe. You'll probably catch up later on when you wake up. A very good night to you, Sammy Solo. So let's come back. It's already just 5:30 in London, so I want to be back. Once again, Fulani has dominated us. but we are playing with fire. Good morning, Matthew. We are playing with fire. Mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí go to your room. Mommy's there. Go to your room. Mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí a ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi. A kí yín pé what are we fighting for gan? What really are we fighting for? It's a question. When people say, you guys, you gentlemen and gentlewomen and members of the public, what really are we fighting for? Are we fighting for ourselves or are we fighting for the next generation? Kí ni tá ń jà fún gan? Good morning, Sir KK. Good morning, Tunde Adebayo. Kí ni tá ń torí ẹ̀ jà, tá ń ṣe wàhálà? Kí ni tá ń torí ẹ̀ ṣe wàhálà? It's called self-determination. 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 That is what we are fighting for. The right of the people. And we are not the only one or tribe. Thank you very much. Yes, so the website. I'm still working on that website. Still a lot of work to do. Let me show you the website again. You know, it's quite a lot of work I do on it. And then not just that, you can not just watch us on that, even though we've linked our YouTube to the website. So the moment I go live now, my website will also be on. But you can also read a little bit more about Lugard. You can come to the news. We are updating it every day, but I'm focusing more on not just other news, but also as somebody that have dedicated our media platform for the Yoruba Nation. So when you come there, you can see I'll be showing us some of these things. So let's come down here. In Sokoto yesterday, terrorists attack villagers. Now, about 500 terrorists after terrorists launch a 4-hour attack. Imagine somewhere níbi tẹ́yin gbé ní wákàtí kí terrorists wá máa operate for 4 hours and no security. By 4 hours, if you're coming to London, you're just about 2 hours away. If you're going to Spain from here, what if they Spain? What if I Makpada? Imagine a country, 4 hours attack, no security, no helicopter, no fighter jet to go and rescue people there, no backup team. You would have let's do something. What is it? You know, London to Spain. Flight time. Oh, no, not flight time. Let's say hours. What is the distance? Hours. London to Spain. Hours. How many hours? If you're going to London to Madrid, by this time of the hour, a non-stop flight from London airport is 2 hours, 30 minutes. Do you understand what that means? Èyí tẹ́ wà nílé, èyí tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi, níbikíbi tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ wa. And ní Nàìjíríà, tí gbogbo yín like, terrorist was attacking a community, a local government in Sokoto for 4 good hours and there was no security. Ìyá tó gbọ́nrin mi díẹ̀ sí. Ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ the consequence of what 4 hours mean? Tí bá gbéra láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ pé mo fẹ́ lọ sí Spain láti London pé mo fẹ́ lọ kéèyàn kan ní Madrid, it's 2 hours 30 minutes. Now let's leave that for now. Come here. We know. Can somebody tell us the nearest Air Force base? Just give me a name. Kaduna, right? I think we have any Kaduna be. Can distance Kaduna to Sokoto, how many hours? Can you see that? Is somebody with me? Is somebody watching? Is somebody listening? If I was meant to drive, not drive, I mean fly from Kaduna to Sokoto, is just 1 hour 5 minutes. 1 hour 5 minutes. And if you're meant to drive, it's 6 hours 56 minutes. And let's come back here. But somewhere in Sokoto State, terrorists were operating for 4 good hours without no security support. The question then is, do we really have a country? Do we really have a country, is my question. The terrorists were also said to have cut away heads of cattle. Do you know what it means? We're not talking about 1 cattle. We're not talking about 2 cattle. They've taken away cattle, what belonging to the villagers during the attack. And I've just given you a breakdown. If I was traveling to Spain, it's 2 hours 30 minutes from London. I've come back home again from Kaduna. So if an attack was going on in Sokoto State, which is still part of Nigeria, you would expect the Nigerian military base in Kaduna to prepare an helicopter all the way from the military base straight into Sokoto, deploy all the military personnel and let them fight back the Fulani terrorists. But they're not going to do so. You know why? Because we now realize that Nigeria, forgive us. We now realize that the same Nigeria, forgive Boko Haram, the same people that we want the Nigerian government to fight on our behalf 6 days ago are begging for forgiveness. Do you understand what that means? Have you seen this image? I'm sure you've all seen it before. Remember, in Goronyo local government area of Sokoto State in northwest Nigeria, terrorists launched a 4-hour attack on them. The distance from Kaduna to Sokoto is 1 hour 5 minutes. Millions of dollars invested, just like Americans thought they were investing in training the Afghan soldier. But all that failed. You know why? Let's come back here. Let's go on Twitter because that is where you will get all the latest. Afghan has become, it's trending. I want to show us the chaotic scene of Afghanistan as we speak right now. Oh my God. Can you see that? Hey. Hey. Beautiful scene. Can you see that? The Taliban have now taken over and settled into the presidential palace. That, and let's look at this one as well.
Live and exclusive pictures here from inside the presidential palace. What you are looking at right now is Taliban fighters inside the presidential palace. This is these pictures exclusive on Al Jazeera. We've been watching them for a few moments now, milling around the lush environs of the presidential palace. We're not sure if they're making an announcement yet, but the camera has been trailing those fighters as they make their way through the halls of the Afghan presidential palace. Wandering up through the building, decked out in its finery. Of course, this after the Afghan president fled the capital. Taliban fighters placing their...
This is the situation. And as you can see, the Americans are now scrambling to get out as quickly as possible and leaving behind the Afghan to deal with the problem. Let's come back here. These are still asking for forgiveness, but also creating more havoc. Ìbéèrè tí mo wá ń bi gbogbo wa ni pé, is this the way we will continue and deceive ourselves that Nigeria is working? It's just a question. 5:36 a.m. and welcome again as you are joining us on this live broadcast, 16th of August 2021. Do we really have right as Yoruba people? Ǹjẹ́ a ní ẹ̀tọ́ fún tá à ń ṣe? Nítorí pé the federal government of Nigeria is already working to outlaw Yoruba Nation group. According to the news that came out yesterday, Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government is considering outlawing the Yoruba Nation separatist movement led by our father, Professor Banji Akintoye, and Chief Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho. Good morning, young DJ Dan. Welcome to the program. Once again, we are no longer live on Facebook for the next 30 days. Let's find out the meaning of outlawing. Kí ni meaning ẹ̀? Let's find out. Outlaw.
Outlaw.
Outlaw is something that will be illegal. So that means from the time they haven't come out with it officially, But according to the media representing the 419 Malami, this man, this Fulani man, you can see his forehead, the Fulani man there, the Maradona that has also become the brain behind outlawing the Yoruba nation and calling us separatists. We are not separatists. Always remember that we are fighting for the self-determination. There's a difference between separatists and self-determination, but we're going to come back to that later. Recall that the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, the 419 Fulani man, and the then Solicitor General of the Federation and the Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Justice, Dayo Akpata, had in September 2017 approached the Federal High Court in Abuja to give a judicial backing to the executive order of President Muhammadu Buhari, the 419 president. The president that wanted to kidnap Umaru Diko in 1984 without going through the legal process here in this same country called London, United Kingdom. But he was able to do so because the Kenya authority allowed the rendition and the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. They are trying to play the same fast one on Chief Sunday Igboho, but we've been able to halt that. Backing of the executive order of the president, Muhammadu Buhari, outlawing IPOB and its activities in every part of Nigeria. So the moment Yoruba is also put in that bracket, which is
outlaw,
that means it will become illegal to talk, to discuss, to participate, to do anything about Yoruba Nation, Oduduwa Republic, in any part of Nigeria, including the Yoruba land. You can see the Fulanis are becoming more stronger. Is it a crime that we as Yoruba says we do not want to be part of Nigeria? It is not a crime, but to the Fulanese, it has become headache and a crime, and that is why they want now to outlaw. And there's also another word being used most of the time. It's called proscribe. Proscribe.
prescribe, prescribe,
The meaning of proscribe is forbid, prohibit, ban, disallow, rule out, embargo, veto, condemn, denounce, attack, criticize. So those are the two words you can use. Self-determination is not a crime. You're quite right. Kati. Thank you very much. We'll come back to that and explain to our people. Because I want you to listen, they're gonna start getting panic. Hey, I think so. Hey, you think leave all that nonsense. We have criminals asking for forgiveness after all the atrocity they've committed in Nigeria and on Nigerians. Who are Boko Haram? Let's get a little bit background of who are Boko Haram and we'll not put there. According to the Times, let's see what the Times is saying. These are high respected media organization. Hundreds of Boko Haram members in Nigeria defect after the leader Abubakar Shekau is killed. Hundreds of members of Boko Haram, the Nigerian Islamic terror group, have defected after the death of the select leader this year. Nigerian military said that more than 1,000 Boko Haram fighters and family members have surrendered to the government and renounced the group's jihadism in the recent weeks. Do you know that part of those that are now celebrating? I saw a picture of a particular man in Afghanistan. Lára àwọn tí wọ́n kó lọ sí Guantanamo Bay. Remember that prisons where Americans set up? This is the chaos at the Kabul airport. I'm sure very soon you're going to start seeing this kind of views in Abuja when they overrun us. Self-determination is a fundamental right of a citizen. You're quite right. A good morning once again. We are only live on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Twitch, on MixLR, and we will no longer be on Facebook for the next 30 days. So you'll have to tell those that do not know. This is a chaotic situation. There was a picture of a man. If I find it out, I'll take it out. I forgot I should have done so. You can see the last chopper leaves Kabul embassy in Afghanistan. The Americans are running away now after 20 years in Afghanistan. They've now left. It's now in the hands of the Taliban. So those of you thinking that the US will come and help us, all they will do is they will evacuate all their citizens and whoever is a Nigerian that also have an American passport. And the rest of you, ìwọ tó ń wò mí tó wà nílé, ìwọ tó ń wò mí tó ní kò pọ̀ ẹ́, nígbà tó bá dé stage yẹn, you will realize that you'll be left in Nigeria to deal with the problem. It is now morning in Afghanistan. Gunfire, rocket fire, panic. As you can see, people running all over the place. Oh my God. Can you see that? This heartbreaking back in 2019, this beautiful Afghan woman from Afghanistan, first and only female acroster, were full of hope. As Taliban have invaded, Afghan women like them will be banned from singing. Look at the situation in Afghanistan right now. Citizens are leaving the capital Kabul after the Taliban has announced the takeover of the city. And we're on Salo, where they're running to. You see that? We're going to come back to this Afghanistan situation. So let's come back here. Among those to surrender in Nigeria are the group's top bomb expert and the second in command, says General Onyeme Ikechukwu Omoaleibo, the military spokesman. Yoruba náà pọ̀ ńbẹ̀. Who are Boko Haram? What is Boko Haram? Boko Haram, officially known as the Jamaatul al-Sunni Lead Dawa wa Jihad, group of people of Sunnah who are preaching and jihad. Remember, the Nigerian government called them bandits. Okay, I gotta watch that. Is that film on the Netflix? The Blade of the Storm. Let me just save that so that I do not forget. Blade of the Storm. Alright, I'm gonna check it out. The Blade of the Storm. Okay. Okay, why is my screen gone a little bit down? Okay, it's showing me probably because of my weather. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. The Blade of the Storm. According to Kayode Adetokunbo says, you can't win by defending all the time. Attacking sometimes is the right way to victory, from a film titled The Blade of the Storm. Okay, I'll check it out on Netflix. Maybe there is something I'll be watching later on today. So let's come back here. Boko Haram is a terrorist organization based in the northeastern Nigeria, which is also active in Chad, Niger, and the northern Cameroon. In 2016, the group split, resulting in the emergence of a hostile faction known as the Islamic State West African Province, ISWAP. Founded by Mohammed Yusuf in 2002, the group was led by Abubakar Shekau from 2009 until his death in 2021. Although it splintered into other groups after Yusuf's death and also in 2015. When the group was first formed, their main goal was to purify Islam in northern Nigeria, just like we're witnessing now in Afghanistan. Afghanistan has now gone. Never forget why the top US military leader was fusing over white rage. The Taliban were preparing to take back Afghanistan, and they've done so yesterday without any fight back from the 370,000 Afghan security, special force, navy, blah, blah, blah. My question is, let's hear what Boris Johnson has to tell us.
I would say, and our priority is to make sure that we deliver on our obligations to UK nationals in Afghanistan, to all those who have helped the British effort in Afghanistan over 20 years, and to get them out as fast as we can. So,
did you hear that? To get them out as fast as possible. Are they going to say the same thing when Nigeria goes into a similar or more chaotic situation, just like we are witnessing? In Afghanistan is not a movie. Abi, Mr. Kayode, is it a movie? Those of you watching, the situation happening in Afghanistan, is it a movie or reality? So if anybody is saying that Nigeria cannot go into that same stage, you are probably living in denial. You won't deceive Are, you are not deceiving KOIKIMEDIA. Just like Americans were removing all their personnel and whoever is an American citizen as quickly as possible out of Kabul, Great Britain is doing the same thing. All the NATO allies are doing the same thing. Who is going to suffer now? The Afghan. So if you think that when the Wahala starts, when that Wahala eventually kick in, thank you very much, Sakeke. Nígbà tí wàhálà yẹn bá dé, Britain will bring in their Apache helicopter. They will remove all their personnel, and whoever is a British citizen, even if they are Nigerian, but as long as you have a British passport, you will be evacuated out of Nigeria. And the same goes with American, German, Japan, all other countries. But don't tell me that the scene that we are watching right now in 21st century in August, this is no longer a movie. Benny, Yoruba ló máa lékè wọn lágbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ. That's why I said at the beginning, òyìnbó kọ́ ló dá wa sáyé. Elédùmarè tó dẹ̀ dá wa sáyé has prepared whatever is happening around us today, whether we agree or not. Spiritually, we have conquered these terrorists. Spiritually, the Yoruba have gone. Physically is what we are fighting for now, just to finish it up. Just the same way the Americans thought they were fighting the Afghanistan or the Taliban, and now 20 years after that, they've had to go with trillions of dollars. It is a reality that we must be ready to face any time in the Southwest. Let's hear more from our own Prime Minister here in the United Kingdom, where I live. When I look at 20 years, I remember when they were going to that war in 2001 because I was already in UK. I remember everything that was saying we were going after the Taliban, we will take them out, we have the minute. Do you know how many British soldiers died in that process? Do you know how many American soldiers are living as a disability people? Do you know how many families will now be asking, was it really even worth it at the beginning? We see Yorubas going in front of this man's house. Another 5 hours now because the time is coming up to 6. By 11 o'clock, Yorubas will be gathering in front of number 10 Downing Street. Do you know what they are demanding? They are asking the British Prime Minister to talk to the UN and whoever and start the referendum so that we, the Yorubas and the Biafra and the Middle Belt, can opt out of Nigeria before it becomes the next Afghanistan. Good morning, babyface. By then, the woman going from the north to the west preaching one Nigeria UK government will evacuate her. Oh, yes, you'll be the first person they will evacuate. Let me show you the woman you're talking about. Some people might not know. Thank you very much. I'm going to watch that film Blade later on. This is the woman that my brother just talked about there, babyface. Babyface said by the time we are so much loved by the Britain. Do you see? These are dead people there. 22 were killed. They were Yorubas, according to what we told. Katrina. Okay, let me just use UK High Commission. Nigeria. This woman will be the first one to be evacuated whenever that time comes. Where's she again? That evil woman, the short woman devil. You've seen her moving around. You see a lot of Nigerians, they love all this, hey, they're taking our picture, hey, they're showing us on their Twitter handle, hey, you know all this nonsense. Katrina, how come I can't find you quickly? Are you hiding from KOIKIMEDIA? Where are you? You know, UK developing country, trading scheme. It's all about the trade. That's all they're interested in. Does your business sell goods to UK? If so, we want to hear from you. Take part in our consultation on the UK New Development Country Trading Scheme. This scheme means a fairer deal for Nigeria. Imagine, it's all about the trade. That's what they're interested in. And that's what they keep telling you. And that's why some Nigerians say, hey, me na make a visa, my was in London, my wari koiki, my wari shut up, not any business. Why not think about Yoruba doing business with UK? Why must we be in Nigeria to do business with UK? Why not Biafra do business with UK? Where's Catherine Lang? She's hiding from me. I'm going to find her. We have the time. A very good morning if you've just joined us. Once again, you can help us just do a quick share because nobody might know that I'm live on Facebook, but I'm not bothered because Facebook is not my platform. It's for Mark Zuckerberg, and he can do whatever he likes. By the time we get to Yoruba Nation, we will have our own regulation on how we want to run things. Where is this Katrina Lang? This woman is running. She's there. Look at her. But I'm looking for. You can see her there. I found her. You can't hide from KOIKIMEDIA. That's her. By the time Wahala start, this will be the first person they will evacuate out of the Nigerian Boko Haram attack after they've created all the mess. Just like America is running all over the place now. America is evacuating everybody. American evacuate the last person out of Kabul. Looking at this Apache helicopter that you're just watching. These are the movies. These are reality of what's going on. If you read that too, the last chopper left. So let's come and hear what Boris Johnson was saying again.
Obligations to UK nationals in Afghanistan, to all those who have helped the British effort in Afghanistan over 20 years, and to get them out as fast as we can. So the ambassador is working round the clock, has been there at the airport to help process the applications. As you know, about 2,000 Afghans have already left and come to this country under our resettlement scheme, and we're going to get as many as we can out in the next few days.
When he says we're going to get as many out, how many? They can't get everybody out. They probably get maybe 10,000, and those 10,000 is nothing more than just one street. So those of you that we are telling now that these Boko Haram that is now asking for forgiveness is a game plan. And you know what I mean by game plan? I'll show you. Remember this face? That's the Nigerian representing UK government known as Katrina Lang. She's been moving from one end to the other. They will just drop a helicopter right at the Abuja High Commission and they take them out. Let's go and watch what Dr. Obadiah had to tell us. Just a reminder. Just a reminder. I have that video, but let's play it. Let's play it from. Should we play it from here, or should I just open it myself? Let me see if I can find it and play it from my own source. Because sometimes you use somebody else's source, and so let me see if I can find it. Yeah, that's it there.
Which is it for you, Dr. Obadiah? Do you think the government is unwilling or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable, it is unwilling, and we have good reason to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation, Dr. Obadiah. The government is part and parcel of the killers.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. How will the government just say, oh, it is revenge killing and so on? Then you leave it there. Oh, because it is revenge killing and so on and so forth. The body language of this administration, the body language of the state government shows clearly that they have a hand in the killings. No doubt about it. Because, you see, General Abacha, and people don't give him his due. Do you think you would have tolerated such nonsense? And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
I beg making an own vessel. When I was playing Dr. Badia, I actually mute my microphone. Sorry about that. That's a good thing when you're watching and reading the comments, so you can easily pick it up quickly. Thanks very much, Larry. I was actually saying that Obadiah made us understand. Yeah, the audio is back now. It's going to filter back again quickly. Obadiah made us understand that they wanted to start civil war in Nigeria. Some people still don't know Nigeria problem is beyond politics. The audio is back for Larry. Thanks very much. People think it's about PDP, APC, Afghan, AAC, whatever political party. But they cannot look, all these wealthy politicians, the elites, they'll leave the poor masses when things goes AY. And don't tell us that Boko Haram terrorists that have created genocide in Nigeria do not have the capacity to do exactly what is being played to our eyes in 2021. Ní ojú ayé wa là ń rí pé Afghanistan pẹ̀lú gbogbo war power tó wà níbẹ̀. Do you know there was what they call the green zone in Afghanistan, Kabul, green zone. You cannot go in and out. But now, green zone, called green zone. Everything don't scatter. Everybody run. Fill up. Police, they come. Army, they come. Fill up. Several people, several hours later, police don't go away. Army don't. Then be sorrow, blood, and tears. Then we were thinking they were soldiers, but we didn't realize that they were soldiers that had in tone of terrorists among them. Because if not, how could they throw somebody like Fala's mother all the way from the balcony and just, they're careless because they were terrorists. We thought they were soldiers. Unknown soldier. Unknown soldier. And Nigerians are just sleeping. They're waking up. To bá lọ sí Nigeria ní sin gbogbo wọn ti jí. Ẹrẹ omi o, ẹrẹ pa o, ẹrẹ àkàrà o, ẹrẹ dondo, olùkàlùkù kan hustle ni. But they are not looking at the danger. Don't crawl by, umbo, unsumo. But the federal government is more interested to prescribe. Let's come here. The Yorubas. And let's read this up a little bit more. According to the report, the Malami, your Attorney General of the Federation, a Fulani man, is contemplating using the same tactics to quell. What is the meaning of quell? Quell. What is the meaning of quell? Let's take this out. Taba sọ pé nǹkan quell. Kí ni meaning ẹ̀? Let's go and look at the meaning.
Quell.
Put an end to a rebellion or other disorder. So now I want a rebellion. Àwa ọmọ Yorùbá tá ń béèrè fún self-determination. Àwa ní rebellion. But àwọn eléyìí, their forgiveness is already been given and granted. No court case, nothing. All they've been given is now, they give them Indomie noodles, they give them, I don't know what is there, but I can see Indomie noodles, I can see clothes, and they are saying, Nigerian, please forgive us. But now, the Attorney General of the Federation wants to quell, wants to subdue or silence Yoruba people. And I'm sure the fear of people reading that in the paper It's already circulating in different WhatsApp groups. People will start getting worried. People will start getting scared. Yes, Amala and the widow is very important at this time. I'm sure people know what that means. Are you with me, those of you on Instagram? Let's see. I haven't been able to read people. Let me see who is on the MixLR. Bear with me, those of you on Instagram. Okay, we have somebody watching, listening to us on the MixLR. Thank you very much. It's not cheaper as well. You save a little bit more data. Once again, a very good morning to those of you still with me on this broadcast. Nigerian government in collusion with Yoruba politician wants to now sign. Nígbà tó ti rí pé ó ṣeé ṣe káwọn má lè rí Chief Sunday Igboho gbé wá sí Nàìjíríà o pẹ̀lú gbogbo báwọn ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan yìí wọ́n ti ṣe mistake ní Kenya wọ́n ti máa advice wọn nísìnyí pé tí Igboho yẹn kò likely ẹ forget ẹ lè gbé padà sí Nàìjíríà. But what can we do? Let us proscribe the Yoruba as well. Outlaw, quell. And the meaning of quell is the one who put an end. They are trying to now call us rebellion. According to the Nigerian government. But these terrorists that can travel to Sokoto from wherever they are, that is still inside Nigeria, but the Nigerian government refused to find them. And I gave us location that if I'm flying to Madrid from London, it's 2.5 hours. Kaduna to Sokoto is 1.5 hours. But the government was unable to help people of Goronyo local government when attack was launched by the same terrorist for 4 hours. But rather, the Attorney General of the Federation is looking out to quell us, quell the activities of the Yoruba self-determination group known as Ilana Omo Odua. But while speaking with the Punch, Malami Special Assistant on Media and Public Relations, Umar Gawandu, another Fulani man. Let's see if we can find his face. I'll come back to, I don't want to close Catherine Lalang. I want to leave, let's close the Instagram here. We're live, like I said, on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. United Nigeria is a question where, you know, I'm a cautious mode, window, come and you know, all those things, you know, people love it, especially when they believe they are big boys. They're big boys and big Abuja in Port Harcourt. You know, they love the way Nigeria is. Some of them are doing legitimate that one day when they die, Nigeria will not remember them, neither Nigeria will remember their loved ones. So everyone that says that we should keep one Nigeria, you're actually keeping one Nigeria for the Fulani, and it's just as simple as that. You are keeping one Nigeria for the Fulanis. It's as simple as that. One thing we must understand is Sherry Bubuta and Barawa discuss on a daily basis this engagement, this kind of, you know, continuous conversation is to let our people at home understand that the danger is there. We cannot hide away from it. You can be deceived by the media in Nigeria because they are scared of the Fulani government. The Buhari I'm even told that Buhari is in isolation. The controller my papa on Iluye. Baba gossip. 10 days. Still 10 day isolation. Oh my God. We are in big mess. But the politicians know the game. Proscribe the Yorubas. They will stop talking in Nigeria. àwọn tó wà níta nìkan ló máa lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ but àwọn tó wà nínú ilé wọ́n máa gáàgì wọn anybody tó bá ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ látẹ̀ ní àwọn ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ń bẹ̀rù pé kọ́ wọṣọ Yorùbá Nation. By the time now they prescribe us, then people will just fade away. Ọmọ tó bá lọ wọṣọ Yorùbá Nation ọlọ́pàá gbé ẹnìyàn àbí kọ́ ọlọ́pàá fi ẹ jẹun, and the fear is going to kick in. But the government knows that we are getting to where things will change. And that takes me to these new, I just saw that with my brother Al Maruf on his Facebook page, and I've cropped it where I guess there's a conversation for a proposed constitution for Yoruba Nation. Let's read that. If you haven't seen this is just something that popped up just before I came on air. I'm going to read it quickly. Proposed Constitution for Yoruba Nation, date 15th of August 2021, by public dissemination to the Yoruba people from the Yoruba Strategic Alliance. The proposed Constitution for Yoruba Nation, date 15th of August 2021. Dear beloved citizens of our precious Yoruba Nation, you would recall that recently we filed on behalf of our people a submission to the International Criminal Court alleging against the Nigerian officials genocide and crimes against humanity for the ongoing violence perpetrated upon our people. There is a great clamor and movement for self-determination. Therefore, we convene various academic and practice professionals from several disciplines to craft a governing chapter for Yoruba Nation, and we are honored in all gravity to submit for your consideration the Constitution for Yoruba Nation enclosed herewith. Okay, I can see that. I mean, okay, let me see if I can. I think I saw something in somewhere. I'm not sure whether they've drafted it or they're about to draft it. Okay, I think I've got it here. So what I'm gonna do, all right, I think I've got it here. Is okay, so we might have to go through it together. All right, so it's been sent already. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send it to my email, and then we will open it up together, and then I'll try and see if I can put it on our all our platforms. Kalam@gmail.com. So I'm just sending that now to myself. Okay, I've seen it already. So we're gonna go through it together. We might spend a bit of time this morning. Once again, a very good morning. So now we have a proposed constitution of Yoruba Nation. Kayode says, Mr. Koiki, I think at this time we will need more of radio for communication to our people, just like the Radio Kudura during the 1993. You're quite right, yes. All right, let's go back. So now that we have that, I think I'll be better off to read that proposed constitution. So I'm going to take this screen off because I don't want us to see my Gmail. And then, so while I'm getting that ready, let me just say good morning. Or let's bring it to this screen here. British Bias Corporation and all the other activities coming up. So I'm just going to open my mail quickly and then open up the, okay, I've seen the proposal. It's been here already. Very good. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa níbi tí ẹ ti ń wò wá. All right, now that I have the screen, I can change it and bring it back here. So we're going to go through it together quickly. It's about 27 page. And I guess we can all, okay, can you see it properly? I'm not sure those watching me on Instagram will be able to see, but I'll be able to read it properly. I should have this on KOIKIMEDIA website. Maybe I should even do so because we might have people that wants to copy it or download it quickly as well. So let me see if I can quickly put it there. So bear with me because it would be nice to have. So let me download it. It's a PDF, and then I'm gonna go and put it somewhere where I can then cut it. I think I have something that I can say. So I'm doing something behind the scene here because I want you all to go and pick it up from our website while I'm also going to read it out. So you can also quickly copy and download it yourself. So that's what I'm doing right now. So bear with me. I won't be long. But I'm uploading Fulani alone in the background. I love that music so much. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo wa o pé ẹ káàárọ̀ o, ẹ káalẹ́ o, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ sùn. Àwa ti jí ní London, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Canada, America, ẹ̀yin ṣe ń lọ sí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ni. Ẹni tó bá lè jókòó bá wa, you can continue. If not, you can always come back and watch it later on. So while I'm getting that ready, I just want to play our music. That Fulani. Yeah, let's enjoy it while I'm getting that ready quickly. It won't be long.
Yoruba Nation execute. Yoruba Nation execute. Àsìkò ti tó láti máa lọlé wa. Ọmọ Yorùbá o. Àsìkò ti tó láti dá dúró. Yoruba Nation a fẹ́ máa lọ. Gbà wá lọ́wọ́ òkú ẹrú. Ọlọ́run abẹ́ o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation ìjọ̀wọ́. Àsìkò ti tó. Nàìjíríà ti tó pín. Yorùbá Nation ti fẹ́ máa lọ. Ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ máa lọ. Ọba tó gbọmọ Ísírẹ́lì nínú oko ẹrú Íjíbítì. Nígbà tó kún Fáráò tán dìde láti gbé wọn mì lọ́jọ́ ọjọ́sí. Ó náwó agbára sórí Òkun Pupa. Òkun Pupa níyànjọ ilẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì wọ́n kọjá lọ. Olúwa bá wọn dá sí. Bàbá ìwọ la gbójúlé.
I won't be long. I'll be with you in just 3 minutes.
Ìgbà tá a bá fi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ kì í bọ́. Àwọn tá a fi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ kì í máa yí fáyà. Ojú ọmọ gbọ́dọ̀ ti wá ọ̀ bàbá. Bàbá ti wá dọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀. Bóyá bàbá tètè dáhùn sí.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba Nation.
Bàbá mi dáhùn sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Tètè dáhùn sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Yorùbá Nation ìdánwò rẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá mi gbà wá o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá tètè dáhùn sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá ń fẹ́ dá dúró. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ́wọ́ kó ẹrú.
All right, I guess we have it ready now on our website. Let me quickly title it so that when you go there, you can find it quickly. Propose. So you can download it, you can read it, you can email them back if you believe something needs to be changed, something needs to be added. And I'll be reading it as well for those of us that are with me right now and those that will be watching this all over the world later on. So it's called the Proposed Constitution Yoruba Nation Strategic Alliance. So that will be the name of this title. I'm going to publish it now, and then you'll have it live and direct on KOIKIMEDIA, which is what I do. So now I guess let's change the background. Should we leave it as black? I will leave it as white. Thank you very much. Good morning. I can see you there. Femi Ogunboye says, Osibajo is the choice of the Fulani for Nigeria. Tinubu is said to be permanently on working state. And in addition, they are negotiating 2.5 years political asylum for CSI to be in Benin until 2023. All right. We'll see how it goes. All right. So now we have that ready. Yeah. So I'm going to publish it now. And then if you go on KOIKIMEDIA, so I can show you now what I'm doing, because I didn't want you to see some background of the work I was doing. But now that I've completed it, I can tell you it is now live on KOIKIMEDIA. Yeah, it is live now. View on the website. And let's close this. So now, we now can say to you watching us on this morning's broadcast or morning program that if you come onto KOIKIMEDIA right now, you go on KOIKIMEDIA, it's very straightforward. You go under our news. Oh, sorry, this is what I want to show you, not the other one. Let me close this. So if you go on KOIKIMEDIA right now, and then you come under the news, and then you scroll down, and that is the Constitution. So you can download it straight away. So to Aloria, listen, you can go there right now, and that is it right there. Okay, so you click on that, and this is going to open up to you. So it's a 27-page document. Let's see how far we can go with it in terms of the reading. So I'm trying to expand it a little bit so that everybody can also I'm seeing how it is on the screen there on my TV. Okay, and I'm sure those of you, sorry for those of you watching me on Instagram, it's a bit blur, but if you go on KOIKIMEDIA right now, that is it there. That's the proposed constitution for the Yoruba Nation Strategic Alliance. That was what I was about to read from here, and I realized that yes, this was by Dr. Michael Awosanya, the Secretary YSA. Again, you can email them at group@yorubastrategicalliance.org. But the also KOIKIMEDIA and it's right there for us. Once again, we are not going to be on Facebook till September 14, but we will continue to broadcast from all other platforms which we have discussed earlier. So right now, I've just opened that. I can close my email here. Unless we've read the first bit, but let's now go into the other bit. So we've read this already. I read that to you. We submit this proposed constitution to our people with all humility, hoping to spark open discourse. We welcome commentary and for the consumption of our esteemed intelligentsia. We invite public debate that together we should craft the best path forward into the great destiny that awaits us, Ogo Adulawo. And that's Dr. Michael Awosanya, who is the secretary. And this was submitted yesterday, but I was only able to pick it up today. So it's the Yoruba Strategic Alliance, Omoluabi Worldwide, a proposed constitution for the Yoruba Nation. So that is the headline there, as you can see. It's a proposed constitution. So we're going to go through it together. It might take a bit of time. Bear with us. For those of you that will be watching and listening as well. Once again, my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. It's KOIKIMEDIA, bringing the world closer to your doorstep, Yoruba Nation now. So the table of content, preamble, Article 1, the people's right. Article 2, the legislature. Article 3, the executive. Article 4, the judiciary. Article 5, the Council of Kings. Article 6, interstate relation. Article 7, debate national supremacy, oath of office. Article 8, Amendment and Process. Article 9, Adoption and Process. Preamble. Preamble. We, the Yoruba, in pursuit of our God-given destiny to ensure security, to foster equal opportunity, and enable all us to manifest the blessing endowed by our Creator, to affirm and preserve our heritage, customs, and traditions, to express our inalienable right, and to occupy our place among the nations. Do hereby establish this Constitution for just governance and equitable administration of resources. Article 1, the People's Right. Section 1, Right to life, safety, and security. Every citizen and resident of Yoruba Nation has the right to life, safety, security of person, and the fruit of their existence, and shall not be deprived of such without due process of law. Section 2, Citizenship. Every natural person have one parent with Yoruba ancestry, is a citizen of the Yoruba Nation. Section 3, Right to establish and sustain government. The citizens of Yoruba Nation have the right to establish the government of Yoruba Nation and of their several states in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution, and have the right to sustain such by appointing their legislature and executive. Section 4, Right to vote. The citizens of the Yoruba nations who are 18 years of age or older with two natural parents of Yoruba ancestry may appoint members of the government of Yoruba Nation and several states by voting, and may contest to hold public office of profit or trust in the Yoruba Nation and several states. This right shall not be denied or diminished by Yoruba Nation or any state therein, nor by reason of failure to pay any tax. Section 5, Right to dignity. The right to dignity being scared, the people shall be free of abuse from government and any agent thereof. The Assembly and the state legislature shall enact firm punishment for such abuse and violations, which executives of Yoruba Nation and state respectively shall duly enforce. Section 6, Right to land. Section 6, Clause 1. All land belongs to natural persons, aside from the land reserved for public use to be administered by the Yoruba Nation and several states thereof. All land belongs to natural persons who are citizens of Yoruba Nation, having both parents of Yoruba ancestral who inherit land from at least one parent of Yoruba ancestry. They alone shall hold title to land, whether directly or through corporate entities solely owned by them. Section 6, Clause 2. Citizens hold title. The people's right to their lands, whether ancestral lands or those secured by legitimate transactions, shall not be encroached or such land taken except for public use, where necessary and proper, and upon just compensation. Notwithstanding the foregoing, no natural person lacking two natural parents of Yoruba ancestral may through purchase acquire title to land. Section 6, Clause 3. Limit on government transfer of title. Neither the government of Yoruba Nation nor of the several states shall issue land title or a lease beyond 4 years to any person who is not a natural person, citizen of Yoruba Nation, or to any corporate entity that is not completely owned by natural persons, citizens of Yoruba Nation. Section 7, Right to freedom from corruption. Section 7, Clause 1, Freedom from corruption, no immunity for officials. The citizens and the residents of Yoruba Nation shall be free from corruption. No person holding an office of profit or trust under Yoruba Nation or the state thereof shall be entitled to criminal impunity in cases of corruption or abuse of power, regardless of impeachment. Section 7, Clause 2A, the reorientation program. Upon the inception of Yoruba Nation, the interim government shall immediately and without delay, as soon as practicable, institute a nationwide program of reorientation for the entirety of Yoruba Nation, starting with every person serving in the interim government and continue with subsequent government. Every person who is employed by any government of Yoruba Nation or the several states must undergo the reorientation program. Section 7, Clause 2B, participation. Through the reorientation program, every single citizen and resident, old and young, shall take a basic course on the fundamental of nation building, including but not limited to civic ethics, patriotism, ultimately the ethos of Omoluabi. Section 7, Clause 2C, reorientation in perpetuity. Subsequent government shall sustain and maintain the orientation program in perpetuity. Section 7, Clause 2D. So these are just so that I won't go through the whole lot. It's quite a lot. It's about 27. I'll be reading them all as well together. But let me just now open the phone line. Is this some kind of new development that at least we are now moving into a kind of now better discussion? This produced for the Yoruba Nation through the Yoruba Strategic Alliance by the hand of Gani Alagbala, Michael Awosanya, PhD, David Olushola Bakin, DVM, John Oguniyi Brown, Engineer, Deborah Balogun, PhD, Adewale Ifabunmi, PhD, Kolawole Ilesami, PhD, FCA, Daniel Oyetayo Kenomore, PhD, Olafoye Ojeneye, Ademiremilekun Omojola, ESQ, Chief Tunde Omololu, Olusegun Ososanya, MSc, Princess Moyo Sage, Anonymous Omoluabi alias. So these are what, let me bring it back up here so people know what I'm been reading. Is for the, this is coming from the Yoruba Strategic Alliance, a proposed constitution for Yoruba Nation. You can go on Koiki Media website, www.koikimedia.com, and you would easily find that constitution available for you to download. As we go more, we'll be adding more to Koiki Media as well, but that constitution have now been put there as well. So let's open the phone line and let me just come back to a proper, okay, let's leave that screen like that so that people can know what we are discussing right now. So again, let me bring it to where it actually says, so this is what we are looking into now. Let me drop it down a little bit. So a proposed constitution of Yoruba Nation, 16th of August 2021. The time is 6:39 a.m. GMT in London. I'm going to open the phone line now and see if we get a couple of calls and we can discuss this new development as is now trending on different WhatsApp group and so on and so forth. Are we moving in the right direction now? Okay. A lot of you are already asking for me to send it to you. Okay, I've seen somebody requested as well. I'll be doing so. But again, it's easier for you to go on Koiki Media and just download it. And you can also share it from there to your, you can download it, you can send it to your friends as well. It's the new, what? Propose, as it's called. I just want to send it to somebody that requested it now. Please, if you're watching me, you can just download it straight from Koiki Media. The number to call is +4475 940500979. Yoruba Nation should publish for its own constitution in diaspora as from today. Victor Ajileye. And I expect them to have done this as well in Yoruba. I expect them to have it in Yoruba so that I found because we should expect that not everybody understand English, and it's not a crime if you do not understand English. Good morning to you, Lizzie Dada, and welcome. Only the God of creation can create and uncreate nations. Our youth who are seekers must be aware slot job. They offer such sudden lucrative job wherever since youth are turning against them. I'm sure. Good morning, Omoze. Thank you very much for those of you that have joined us. +447594050979 is our number. Let's discuss about this proposed constitution. What is your take on it? I've not been able to read every part of it. I'm only able to read part of it. What do you think about it? Share that view with me. Let us hear your own view. And if you still want us to continue to read it, you can also indicate by saying yes, Koiki, continue to read it, and I'll read more of it. I think we're ready to number. I don't know where we're ready to 6. No, we've not got to 10. We were just about number 6. Freedom of. We were just about 5. Yeah. If you want me to continue to read it, I can read more of it as well. While maybe when we're waiting for calls, I will probably just read a little bit more. But if I get a call coming through, I will allow that call to come through so that, this is now discussion now. Let's forget about the problem of Nigeria now. This is our own problem now. A constitution that will work for us. What should we be expecting in the constitution? This is the kind of conversation we need to start having now. Victor Gile said, Yorubas are the majority in Nigeria. Yorubas are pillars and the feeding bottles of Nigeria. Let's leave Wahala Nigeria for now. We now have in our hands a proposal for a constitution. I'm not sure whether one has been done prior to this, but at least we have one now that we can discuss, we can talk about. So that there's no excuse anymore. The one that we have now is our own. So let us talk about it, let us discuss it, and that is the purpose of this conversation now. So let us discuss it now. So if you are watching right now, this is the time to also engage. So call in, let's hear your view. Just bear with me, I'm trying to do something here. Once again, a very good morning as we're just waking up in London, and those in America and Canada are probably just going to bed as we speak right now. Once again, good morning to you, DA. More power to you by God's grace. We'll be there. Pity to those Muslims from Ilorin. Yes, it was quite a sad one for those that died in Ilorin. So again, this is a proposed constitution of Yoruba Nation. They expect you to send comments to group@yorubastrategicalliance.org. Maybe after you have gone through it, I'll be going through it fully myself. But let's go back to section 7, clause 2D, implementation of reorientation. Let me increase a little bit. There shall be established a Yoruba Reorientation Corps composed of Yoruba youth to serve as a station in every village, town, local government, and the city of Yoruba Nation. The Corps shall be structured and trained to offer reorientation courses to the people, and a certificate shall be issued to every person upon completion of the course. An enforcement mechanism shall be created to ensure the people's compliance with the reorientation program. Section 8, right to meaningful education. Every resident of Yoruba Nation is entitled to a meaningful primary secondary education, the expense of which shall be administered by the state of domicile. The curriculum shall be shall respect and incorporate the language, history, custom, heritage, and culture of the Yoruba people. Section 9. Right to meaningful health care. Every citizen of Yoruba Nation is entitled to meaningful health care, the expense of which shall be administered by the state of the domicile. Such service be administered with respect to the people's right to dignity. Also, Section 10. Official language and right to Yoruba language. Yoruba being the official language of Yoruba Nation and the several states, every person is entitled to communicate and conduct businesses in Yoruba language. Section 11. Freedom of religion. There shall be freedom with regard to religion or spirituality. Neither the Assembly nor the state legislature shall make any law with regard to an official religion or spirituality. No person holding any office of profit or trust in Yoruba Nation or the several states shall mandate or require any person to observe any religious or spiritual practice. Section 12. Freedom of speech. There shall be no law or regulation prohibiting or abridging the free exercise of speech or of the press. There shall be no laws or regulation encroaching on the right of petition the government for a redress of grievances, and the right of the people to assemble peacefully shall be undisturbed in perpetuity. Section 13. Right to arms. The right of the people to arms shall not be infringed, save for necessary and proper process as shall be determined by the state legislatures. Section 14. Once again, if you've just joined me, we are no longer on Facebook for the next 30 days. We are only live on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, MixLR, and YouTube, and also live on www.koikimedia.com. We are actually reading to you right now a proposed constitution for the Yoruba by the Yoruba Strategic Alliance. You can also send them a comment, group at Yoruba Strategic Alliance. Also, we have upcoming protests and rally going on every day in London here at number 10 Downing Street from 11 o'clock till 6 p.m. But on the 14th to the 15th, we have a mega rally in the United Nations headquarters in UN in New York, and likewise a 2 weeks one that is also coming up. So make sure you continue to follow Koiki Media as we continue to tell you everything you need to know. And if you also have something you want to discuss with me in terms of program for Yoruba Nation, or maybe you want to appear on the program here, please do get in touch with me, and then we will be able to facilitate that as well. And if you have any press release, also send it to us, musakalam@gmail.com, or contact me directly +4475940500979. Let's read some of your comments quickly as well. Victor Jelly said there are 10 states that make up the Yoruba Nation. He also said each of the 10 states should be represented by 5 members of parliament. The prime minister should be chosen by first to fly the post system. Let's continue with this proposed Yoruba constitution, and this should now be a kind of our new debate. Let's leave the Nigerian wahala, whether they proscribe us, whether they want to outlaw us, they're wasting their time. Yoruba will leave Nigeria because Nigeria leases Yoruba land. Nigeria will lease ilẹ̀ Yoruba, just like what we're playing out now in Afghanistan. 20 years America have left everything from their military training to weapons they gave to the Afghan soldiers and whatever they've done there. Trillions of dollars is now all in the hands of Taliban. So people that are waking up in Afghanistan this morning are waking up to a new government known as Taliban. And that is going to happen in Nigeria. We are going to get out of Nigeria. And when I say get out of Nigeria, that means we will have a new constitution like this by the people, for the people, not the 1999 fraudulent constitution, which is a military decree put on us by Abubakar Asalam and the rest of the cronies that have made so much money out of Nigeria. All the crude oil belongs to them. People that even own the crude oil in Niger Delta, the whole area has been messed up, and yet people still think one Nigeria is working. Why are you not on Facebook? Because Facebook has taken us out for the next 30 days. It's just as simple as that. At least you can watch me on Instagram, so you shouldn't be worried anyway. Anyway, let's continue. Sorry for those of you watching on Instagram. The screen looks a little bit blurry. There's not much I can do to that. That's why I'm reading it out as well. So where are we? Section 14, search warrant and arrest warrant required. No search warrant or arrest warrant shall be issued without properly cause founded upon oath or affirmation, and such warrant must be specifically set forth the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. The right of the people to privacy and security in their buildings, papers, items, and devices shall not be violated by unreasonable search and seizure. Section 15. No double trial for the same crime. No person shall be tried twice for the same criminal offense. Like I said, if you also want to have a conversation as we're reading this, please do let me know, and we will be allowing that to come true. Sakeke says, I am 100% sure what happened in Afghanistan will soon happen in Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria's time. Section 15. No double trials for the same crime. No person shall be tried twice for the same criminal offense. Section 16. Right to remain silent. Every person in Yoruba Nation has the right to remain silent. Section 17. Right to due process. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. You see, when we talk about constitution, the reason why you are not enjoying Nigeria today is because the constitution is literally against you. Everything you do, the constitution is against you. So let me come out to a full screen and leave that for now. The reason why you all are suffering, you can do the same thing in Nigeria, but your constitution has entrapped you, have not given you the opportunity to do so. I mean, imagine I'm here in UK criticizing the UK government for their atrocity and the genocide that is taking place because they created the problem. And yet, as a citizen of Nigeria, you can't do the same thing in that country. You know why? Say so. The politicians believe that by saying so, you will enlighten a lot of people and it will create more problem for them. So you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen. Somebody will be looking for you. But if you have a constitution that protects you, I'm not talking about that 419 1999 fraudulent constitution. And that's why we also say to you, go and sign the Nina's petition, which is also going to give us another leeway. Let me show you that. If you haven't done so before, it is time now to go and learn more about this constitutional force majeure. That fraudulent constitution that was created on our behalf. The force majeure kicked in December 16 last year. I remember when a constitutional force majeure and the proclamation correcting the mistake of 1914, which is exactly everything we are doing now. But I want us to just focus back on the conversation about the and I've not even shown you the data today. I don't want to forget that. I always like to show you that data. The data that shows that Nigeria is the capital poverty of the world. They can tell you all kind of lies at home. The politician can tell you your life will be better. Rock on why for the next 4 years, and they'll be doing so now within the next couple of months. One of artists, àwọn celebrity sọnù. Celebrity tó lè fún ẹ ní bó bá béèrè 5,000 kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kò ní fún ẹ. Máa wo nọ́mbà yẹn, ìwọ náà wà lára wọn, family ẹ wà lára, family tèmi náà wà lára wọn. Because for every time my family calls me for support, that means they are part of the people in this 86 million. So I would rather be in a country where our life will be much better and I can have, less wahala. The reason why we are all stressed out outside the country is because we are trying to help our people back home. And our people back home do not even know why they are in that wahala. And that's why we are proposing a new nation called Yoruba Nation. And don't tell me it cannot happen. Hey, Koiki, can never happen. Hey, shut up your mouth. It can never happen. And tell that to your own family. That was the same thing you have been telling people about all kind of lies. It can never happen. If Nigeria was going to work, by now we should know Nigeria will work. after 60 years of failure. 60 years where Fulani has actually taken over and maroba themselves to become, the big boys of Nigeria. And then you lick their ass. You work in the bank, and then so what? You work in First Bank. You are a director, but the man at the top is an Hausa Fulani man. He doesn't even come to the office. His children are all studying abroad. They take medical treatment in abroad. And you watching me from Banana Island. You are a banker. Your children are sick. You can't even take them to a proper hospital. You can't even fly them out to abroad. Yeah, you watching me from that Central Bank of Nigeria. It will all be over very soon. It doesn't matter how much you love Nigeria. We will break it. It's going to break. Yeah, I'm going to speak to Maegun. I think, on the Linas. I'll try and catch up with him. I think he needs to bring somebody to come and explain to him. But, I'll watch him discuss it one day. But I'm sure he needs a bit more background conversation on it. Thank you very much. Do you know what it means to have a Yoruba soccer team, Yoruba Premier League? Not the one that you have now. No respect for your stadium, not to talk about respect for the people. There's nothing going on with you Sunday, but don't worry about it. It's fine. Things will work out the way it's meant to be. They're waking up now. Go to Abalende CMS. Oh, my data is on. The transport system that should help them according to the constitution is not helping them. Lagos State government have actually given transport system to MSO Oluomo. And MSO Oluomo children are enjoying life in America. Or the two women at Mushi. That Oshodi. Michael. No train system. Kọ́tẹ̀ ṣe kékeré tó tẹ máa gbé káàkiri láàrin Èkó síbẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo dàbí slum sórí gbogbo tí wọ́n rò pé slum yẹn they renovate it wọ́n máa renovate ẹ̀ ní wàá kó yín kúrò níbẹ̀ wàá build the skyscraper wàá ṣe títì wàá ṣe ọ̀nà wàá ṣe park wàá ṣe omi wọnú ilé tiẹ̀ rí tó ń wò mí láti phase 2 phase 3 phase 4 ibẹ̀ ló ń pọn mi níta ni ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn school yẹn Methodist Girls High School Kìnìkan High School AKC Kìnìkan Awúsá lọ́kọ́ sí gbogbo bẹ̀ ìwọ tó ní good result wàá rán ẹ lọ sí north wọ́n ní kí wọ́n lọ kàwé ní north ọmọ north àwa kàwé ní south òun lè jẹ́ kó rí ẹ pé òun gbé CV ẹ káàkiri òun gbé CV ó máa fi gun ọ̀kadà gbẹ̀yìn ni politician ready láti fún ẹ ní brand new ọ̀kadà pẹ̀lú ovejẹ PA òun náà ti ń tẹ̀lé wọn kiri pé báwọn ṣe social media that's what they always tell their all this for the ọ̀gá mo lè bá yín handle ẹ̀ àmọ́ tákù Koiki yẹn ẹ filẹ̀ máa tákù ẹ̀ fún yín èmi kọ́ ló fi tákù òun waste time rẹ ìyá ló máa bá níbẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó ṣiṣẹ́ fún politician lọ béèrè láti gbà tí wọ́n ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún politician èrè wo lẹ jẹ lórí ẹ̀ okay ẹ kọ́lé gbà tó wá kọ́lé iná wọnú bẹ̀ I laugh when they say they build house èmi náà ti kọ́lé o mo ti kọ́lé lára politician ilé tó kọ́ tó sí náà wọ́n ta kàkàkàkàkàkàkàkàkàkàkàkà kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ epo tọ́nú ẹ̀ ni United Kingdom has 46 police services it's all about that constitution and that is what this new proposed constitution is all about to start even giving us the kind of conversation that we want to start seeing. You too, why not download it? You can download it straight from KOIKIMEDIA website. It's right there. That's it there. Proposed Constitution, Yoruba Nation. Once again, we are no longer live on Facebook, as Facebook has taken us out, both on KOIKIMEDIA and Koiki Odudua for the next 30 days. But that will not stop us from communicating. So that is the constitution there that we've been reading. But when you talk about you in that bracket, are you also waking up every day asking yourself, oh no, I should not survive. Maybe you start thinking about Yoruba Nation. Ma to ban orunu 2023 kokomo. Ìkòròdú ló ń gbé ni, ó wà létí bọ́dà ni, Ọ̀yọ́ ló wà ní, Abẹ́òkúta ló wà ní, Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde ló wà ní. Ìwọ náà máa sọ fún rẹ pé ṣé bá ṣe fẹ́ bá lọ lélẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn tó bá politician ṣiṣẹ́ tó bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ kí láǹfààní tó fún ẹ, ọkọ̀ ògbọ́n lé ẹ lọ́wọ́, ó wá fi ń dẹ́rù bá àwọn èèyàn ládùúgbò, and then so what? Má kú mọ́. Gbàtà wá kó bọ́n lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ yẹn, ó wá di big boy. Kí láwọn mọ́tò tó máa ń gùn Nàìjíríà yẹn náà? Wọ́n máa ń pè kan ní big daddy àbí kíní kan, oríṣiríṣi lórúkọ àwọn mọ́tò wọn. Láti fún ẹ ní mọ́tò Camry kan, but Camry tó fún ẹ yẹn wàá máa lọ sáfíìsì lójoojúmọ́ ó mọ̀ dí bìkọ́ títí ò dáa. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Start creating so many things out of Yoruba Nation. Imagine having a Yoruba Premier League in the context of the British Premier League. Oh my God, making it. I wanted to take you down to Tottenham yesterday, but time did not permit. Tottenham Man City was playing yesterday. Imagine having a Yoruba Premier League. Tí àwọn òyìnbó náà máa play ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa. Do you know what it means? Ìwọ náà ṣá like Messi. Ó ti kúrò ní Barcelona and I don't follow all this football, but sometimes as a media you just have to. Ó ti wà ní PSG lọ́nà wà nísìn. Imagine káwọn náà máa play lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. Kówó gidi wà. Ọmọ ẹtí dọ́là jẹ́ lé ní $550 to $1. No, 550 naira to $1. Pound sterling láàárọ̀ yìí bí ṣe ń bẹ sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí is 710 naira. Ó yìí máa di 1,000. Ìyẹn ni Sanusi. Let me even talk about that. Sanusi olè tó bà gbogbo banking sector Nàìjíríà jẹ́. Sanusi Lamide Sanusi. Ìfẹ́ ilẹ̀ láìkẹ̀ olórí ẹ̀gbàsàlà. Àwítán ní ó ní Buhari ti kó wa padà sí oko ẹrú. We have made zero progress. So we shall make zero progress. Only we have made zero progress. We have made zero progress, Muhammad Sanusi. Abi? According to the World Bank, where we are in 2019, at this rate in the next 2 years, in terms of purchasing power, parity, the average income of a Nigerian would have gone back to what it was in 1980 under Shehu Shagari. Nígbà tí mo ń sọ fún yín nígbà yẹn pé ní one of my broadcasts, ẹ lọ wo Lebanon, ẹ lọ wo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Lebanon, ẹ máa bá wọn sunkún. Ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní Lebanon kò ṣe máa sọ rárá. Lebanon, why the country is in crisis. The Lebanese government has resigned and growing public anger following a devastating explosion in Beirut on the 4th of August that killed at least 200 people and injured over 5,000. The blast came at a difficult time for Lebanon, which is not only trying to curb the spread of coronavirus, but also mirror an unprecedented economic crisis. We need to always find out the breakdown of the meaning of it. Give me meaning here. Let's go and find it out. And I might not have pronounced it very well.
Maya.
Give me meaning here. It is caused to become stuck in mud. Sometimes a heavy truck to get stuck in mud. And I think I have a video of something like that on our YouTube. Let's see if I can get her out. So if you come on my YouTube, which is KOIKIMEDIA, ẹ rántí ẹni tí mọ́tò ẹ̀ get stuck sínú mud. Bí Nàìjíríà ṣe rí nìyẹn o. Mo ní fídíò yẹn tẹ́ wà náà. I think I had it. Okay, sórí Facebook wa ni mo ti upload ẹ̀ sórí kìíní mi. Because sometimes you just get panic and worried, when you upload things on YouTube, and sometimes I'm not sure whether they will allow it. But I think we have it on my... Okay, let me see if I have it here. Erno TV, I'm sure some of you have seen it anyway. The wife and the husband get stuck in the mud. Probably maybe they were doing movie, I don't know. But something is just not right. Something is never right in that shit hole contraction you love so much called Nigeria. You think Nigeria loves you? Nigeria will love it. Family ajeshigaya. Anika kuro no ese ka boss inu nkan to da. I'm sure you know what I mean by that anyway. Okay, don't put video in the lane. I think I should be able to put it on YouTube so that we can see it properly. Well done, my brother. Thank you very much, Tunde Adeyeye. Ó láti ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú life wa ni. Bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí àwọn tí wọ́n believe pé ìjọ kan máa wà tí USSR máa break up. Eventually, USSR break up. And life did not end. Life just continued. It's as simple as that. I don't even know where that video is again. The releasing now. Okay, let me quickly upload it on our messed up country. So to bá ti load no mama show up. So let's come back here first. We were talking about these, right? So Nigeria is also now in that same condition. Maya. Nigeria is forgone. Conclusion. Make no mistake. What? Some people still don't understand that. Thank you very much. Femi Price. Welcome again. Like I said, we have. So, Teba Wanti Sanusi Sonny Bibai. Right? And fact, it's a quadrilateral working. Get out. So, Sanusi is telling us, right? Sanusi, this 419, they are all the same. They are all the same. It doesn't make any difference. Economic, economic. See how the economic. But it's telling me and you that as at a need, what on woman, his children are in Atlanta. I know. And woman won't be in Nigeria. Thank you very much. Victories on Instagram. Most of them, their children do not live in Nigeria. Itobada in Nigeria is living on a highbrow area and have a very good job with extra security. Okere opoju o ma ni soja mẹ́ta tó ma tẹ̀lé káàkiri pẹ̀lú AK-47. Ìwọ wá jókòó. Good morning, Remi Taiwo. Once again, just help us to tell somebody that Koiki won't be on Facebook for 30 days, but we'll continue to be on YouTube and all other platforms as well. Thank you very much, La CCMC. Sanusi is telling me and you that, look, sharing it here, believe in our politician. I think you have a big problem. Forget good politician about kóra big daddy àbí kíni big grandma them mọ́tò kan tẹ like in Nigeria yẹn or like a Camry báyìí kì í ṣe big daddy lọ́ máa pè ṣá please somebody help me out ẹ̀yin tó bá wà ní Nigeria I think they call it big daddy I think it's big daddy they call it big daddy ṣe rí big daddy tó fẹ́ràn tó like yẹn right by the time tí o bá máa fi wà lẹ́ẹ̀mejì bẹ́ẹ̀ mẹ́ta lórí títì Nigeria ìwọ gan á mọ̀ pé big mommy ló wà. Wàá mọ̀ pé big mommy ló ń wà ó mọ̀ dí wà bó ṣe ń change the brake pad ló máa change the braking oil engine oil kìíní kan oil wàá tún gbé lọ fún mechanic àtọwọ́ bọ̀ àbàjẹ́ because gbogbo ohun tí ẹ kí wọ́n ṣe sílùú wọ́n ṣe and now òun wá sọ fún wa pé according to the World Bank ó ní 2019 wọ́n pè kíní kan ní purchasing power parity. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo meaning ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká break it down. Ká lọ wo meaning ẹ̀. Kí ni meaning ẹ̀? Tá bá sọ pé purchasing power parity, PPP, is a popular metric used by macroeconomic analysts that compares different countries bí Nigeria àti Togo, Nigeria àti Cotonou. Thank you very much, Mama Bukola Williams. Good morning. Don't compare, ká má tẹ̀ mú lọ sí Europe, ká sì máa compare within African country. Ká máa compare pẹ̀lú Nigeria àti South Africa, Nigeria àti Ghana. Ẹni tó ń gbé Ghana nísìnyí ti wà better off ẹni tó ń gbé Nigeria tó bá mọ̀, according to the PPP. Tó bá wà ní Ghana tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ Ghana nìyẹn tó ti ní passport wọn, o better off ju Nigerian passport lọ. Yes, there are all sorts of names for every kind in Nigeria. Big Daddy, Big for Nothing, Mozu. Wọ́n like ìkan náà wọ́n máa ń pè ní Mozu. Èmi ni mo wá Mozu. Àwa máa gbá ó lè máa gbọ́ Obesere àbí Ayuba àbí Pasuma àbí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Òṣùpá. Èmi ọmọ Òṣùpá o. Akọ̀wọ́nu Ghana gbígì kí ló yọ lábẹ́ mọ́tò yẹn? Purchasing power ti yọ dànù. Ìlú òṣì, ìlú jágbajàgba. Good morning David Adégòkè. Ìlú tó lálùbáríkà kankan lórí. Tó bá drive mọ́tò ẹ̀ látẹ̀kọ̀, bàdítà tó bá fi dé Ìbàdàn báyìí, kíní kan àti wíìlì kan àti yọ nínú spinal cord kan àti yọ lábẹ́. Ìgbà tó yẹ kó ṣe títì tó ṣe tí a ní ká kúrò nínú ìlú yẹn sẹ́ ká bọ́ sínú ibi tí ó wá tí àǹfààní wà fún wa. Big for èmi ni mo ní mọ́zù yìí. Ó dà pé tó bá ti ra mọ́tò Nàìjíríà, ó dà pé orí wọn máa ń gbálẹ̀. They think car is a big look. Let me go on eBay. Ká lọ sórí eBay. Bá rí mọ́tò £250. Insurance tó máa bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ni. Ká ló wá sọ di ìjàpalẹ̀. Yorí. Nfẹ́ tó ṣíìpù ni mò ń wá. Màá lọ sí best match. Màá lọ change criteria yẹn. Car cheapest cars. Mọ́tò lè wọ́n wá sọ di bàbàrà. Àwọn ilé tẹ̀ tí wọ́n jù. Ìfẹ́ mọ́tò tó wọ́n. Èyí tó ṣíìpù ni mò ń wá. Màá mú lọ sí under £1,000. Ṣòríran mọ́tò ló wá ni wọ́n wá pọ́n lé bẹ́yẹn. Okay, ká tẹ̀ sọ pé àfi bid àfi buy it now ni. Pé mo fi ra mọ́tò láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn. Tí bá ní £800, màá lọ gbé mọ́tò yìí. Tí bá ní £775. Ṣòrí mọ́tò tó ń wò yìí. Ṣòrí mọ́tò yìí. Ṣòrí bó ṣe dán tó tí engine ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe kìkìkìkìkìkìkì. Tí bá start ẹ̀ báyìí tó máa gbé mi dé Manchester tí bá ti service ẹ̀ tí mo rẹ̀ po sí. Ṣòrí mọ́tò. Ṣòrí 2 door. Mọ́tò tó dùn. Tọmọge máa wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ẹ máa sá. Ẹ máa gbọ́ Davido. Ìyẹn ni wọ́n. Tó bá fi ra mọ́tò yìí nísìn ní London láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn. Right? Ṣòrí bó ṣe clean pa. Ẹlòmíì àti máa ní Koiki ǹjẹ́ o lè bá mi ra mọ́tò ìpè. Irọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ra mọ́tò kankan. A ní ká kúrò ní olóṣì. Máa ra mọ́tò tí Haúsá ló wà ní port tó máa gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Gbogbo mọ́tò tó ti fi ránṣẹ́ sílé. All the beautiful cars that you've sent home have been taken and seized by Abba the tailor. So, ṣòrí bí engine ẹ̀ ṣe neat. But ṣó mọ̀ pé reason tí mọ́tò ṣe pẹ́ láyé tó dà báyìí tó ń rí níwájú ẹ̀ is because the road are durable. It's petrol 1.6. Eléyìí tún wọ́n jù ni o. Ó tún wọ́n jù fún mi. Àní kí n wá ètò ṣíìpù ni mo wá. Yẹn lọ sí sàlẹ̀. Èyí tó ṣíìpù mo fẹ́ tó tẹ̀ tó yìí wà á tó rí. Something cheaper than that. Bówó ẹ̀ bá ṣe mọ́ ni. And the question now is, it brings us back to, okay, I think that video ẹ kó ti load nísìn. Ká wá lọ wò. Sórí fídíò yìí, jẹ́ n fi wọ̀n ẹ́. Sórí fídíò yìí, ìtàn pè ní mọ́ọ̀dù yìí. Can you imagine? Inú tó di pé wà mọ́sùn lẹ́nu nílé yìí. It's our big daddy. Good morning, Good morning, Alike.
And this guy, they go wedding like this.
They go wedding like this. I hope they are doing movie.
See what I go.
You don't record it, no, that I will help it. They are recording. Tó bá rí kọ bá àwọn làwọn ṣe.
This guy.
This guy. Hey, ṣá má jẹ́ kí ìyàwó jábọ́ sínú mọ́ọ̀lù.
Country is messed up, man. I see this guy.
Ó mà ṣe o. Ọkọ ìyàwó gbéyàwó ẹ̀ kúrò ní mọ́tò nínú mọ́ọ̀lù.
This guy. It's the best way to go wedding.
Lọ́wọ́ bá ọ. Ìyá ń jẹ yín nílé. You know easy. Ọdẹ pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n wò mí báyìí nísìnyí. Ó ti há sínú traffic. Banana Island ló ń gbé. Bọ̀ inú traffic Banana Island yẹn náà ti fi pamọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àtẹ̀pẹ́ ló ti ń bọ̀. o lè lọ ọ̀bí ẹ̀dá kó lọ sí ìlú ẹ̀ ìwọ lọ ìlú ẹ̀ láti Èkó kò drive Fúlàní máa jí ẹ gbé ni so painful kò painful fáwọn tó wà nílé normal ni ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún fi so now imagine o wá fẹ́ compare èmi nísìn tèmi wà lórí M1 títí tí dá fẹ́ compare pẹ̀lú jágbajàgba yìí yẹn tó rí wáìnì fún yín kẹrin bọ̀bọ̀ tó dẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gan ní background gan lè pààyàn ọkọ̀
whatever the LSC dey wahala dey for this country o.
Ẹ̀rù mọ́tò tó ń lọ láàrin ẹgbẹ́. Now even the question is àwọn mọ́tò tó ń lọ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yẹn ṣé àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀lé fi okùn kọfí bá púlẹ̀ kúrò níbẹ̀ ṣé pé làákàyè wọn zero ni làákàyè wọn. Imagine having another vehicle wọ́n dẹ̀ lè ṣe because èmi witness ẹ̀ rí nígbà tí chief ta jáde àwọn kan wá get stuck a fi mọ́tò wa a fi support wọn wọ́n gé seat belt yẹn ni ìṣòrí chief ní ibi tó wà yẹn tó bá ṣe 1 hour sí níbẹ̀ gé Fúlàní máa gbé wọn lọ ni so eventually a fi mọ́tò tiwa a fi help àwọn boys yẹn a fi tì wọ́n débì kan so now ṣèbí nǹkan tẹ́ kọ́ ṣe fún mi but because nobody cares big daddy big muscle tó káàkiri yẹn nísìnyí wọ́n care and I hope they are doing kò jẹ́jẹ́ rí òní kìíní ṣá they are doing a movie ìlú jagbajantis you are better off to live in Ghana than Nigeria ó rí bó ṣe rí.
This guy dey go wedding like this.
Kò lè dé wedding tó lọ mọ́ bó ṣe wà yìí. Because politician ló fún ní mọ́tò yẹn ó sì ń ṣe big daddy ó rò pé òun ti wà okay ó fi gbéyàwó ìyàwó ẹ̀ máa lóyún o kò sọ hospital tó fi lọ but politician tó fún ní mọ́tò nísìnyí kò bí pé títì yẹn ò dáa. The same politician that have given this guy the car he hasn't fixed the road ó gbé mọ́tò lé lọ́wọ́ ìlú jagbajantis ọmọdé tó wà ní mọ́tò pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ
this guy. Fuck. This country is messed up, man. I see this guy.
Fuck.
This guy. See person where they go with it. This is mad, man. This road, man.
Let's come back to so now that was what I was explaining to you there. Maya. Think about it, get stuck in the mud. Bí mọ́tò tàrí yẹn ó ti get stuck in the mud. How can you use 4 hours from Songo to Oshodi due to huge traffic? Madife dé London. Surely 4 hours to Son yẹn, it would have taken me to, I think I still have it here. Surely ìwọ tó ń lo 4 hours láti inú Songo dé Oshodi. Mo ti dé Madrid láti London. It's 2.5 hours. From the time the plane yẹn bá gbéra láti Heathrow airport tó lọ sókè báyìí. Mo ti débẹ̀. Ìwọ dẹ̀ ṣì wà nù traffic. Ó ti kúrò nù traffic yẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Mama wa lazy dada, suffering and smiling. Shameful. And then you see them. Our tá ní ká kúrò nù pẹ̀lú. And that's why, we're discussing that new petition. Well, not new petition, sorry. A proposed petition. It's already on KOIKIMEDIA. You can go and download it as well. So if you come here, www.koikimedia.com, you can download a proposed constitution for Yoruba Nation. This was done by the Yoruba Nation Strategic Alliance. We've talked about it earlier on. If you have just joined us at today's section 14, Ibela Kadelenko. Still, some refuse to join Yoruba Nation. Is it not stupidity and madness? Or prefer, that Bishe Solo. So now imagine, if you take Miramoto in this thing, àtẹ̀lé tó wà nínú ohun tẹ̀ dáadáa tó wà tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó ti get stuck sínú. What tell you comment?
Whatever VLS wahala dey for this country.
Wahala dey for this country. Now compare me. Èmi tẹ́ ń bára ilé nísìn láàárọ̀ yìí. The only thing tí kan máa ṣe ni pé màá san insurance. Tí mọ́tò kan bá gbá mi, tí n bá ti ṣe. Thank you very much. Once again, your support to Koiki Media is something that we appreciate. It goes a long way to keep Koiki Media afloat. We would rather seek support. And when I say support, not medical support, but support to Koiki Media. It is a normal thing that a media needs financial support. Look, okay, travel or especially because we're discussing everything about Yoruba Nation now. If it rains, you can spend 7 hours. London. 7 hours. London. And that's why we are saying every support you give us goes a long way. Once again, thank you very much to those of you that are still with us. The phone line is open. I've pinned the number on YouTube since YouTube is our main channel for the next 30 days. You can also call. Okay, Instagram is telling me the battery is getting low. At one by almost how many hours listening at the programming? Maybe we should start winding down at 8 o'clock. That's about 8 o'clock so that you can rest. Okay, yeah. We have tried 2 hours 39 minutes. So at exactly 8 o'clock, which will be 3 hours, and we can say we cut it down, and then maybe I'll come back again in the afternoon if I'm not too tired. So, just like I was saying before let's leave this Ibe Wahala, I'll leave this one there. We now know the meaning of Maya, but now, mo ń ṣàlàyé fún wa pé Lebanon kékeré lẹ máa rí. Ṣé rí Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n ń pọ́nlé yẹn, Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n rò pé it's okay, kò wá okay, ó mọ̀dí. Even purchasing power parity, PPP, is a popular metric used by macroeconomic analysts that compares different countries' currency through a basket of goods. Approach purchasing power parity allows for economics to compare economic productivity and the standard of living between countries. Now, let's compare Nigeria and Ghana. Purchasing power parity between Nigeria and Ghana. Ghana versus Nigeria, economic stats. Let's hope we can get something out of this. Economic stat comparing Ghana and Nigeria. I hope you're with me here now. Remember, Ghana is not as big as Nigeria. Ghana is not as big as Nigeria. But we are comparing it using the PPP, purchasing power parity. Ghana is ranked revenue $9.28 billion. You would expect Nigeria to be somewhere about $100 billion. But look at it, $22.35 billion, 2 times more than Ghana. You can see that we are in a messed up country. You would expect Nigeria that has more opportunity as a country that was created on our behalf by Great Britain in 1914 to have better opportunity in terms of our revenue budget. Budget surplus, 12.2% of GDP. Nigeria, minus 2.1% of GDP. Ghana economy has been strengthened by a quarter century of relatively sound management, a competitive business environment, and a sustained reduction in poverty level. Oil-rich Nigeria has been hobbled by political instability, corruption, inadequate infrastructure, that make this our man and his lovely wife get stuck in this messed up country called Nigeria. And you watching me in any part of Nigeria today think that it will change overnight? It will ever change? No, it can never change, because you still have to deal with all these terrorists where they're asking us to forgive them, and they filter through back into the society, and they become a killer. Broad daylight. You are not online on Facebook. No, because Facebook has actually banned us for 30 days. That's why we're not on Facebook, but brother. I want to see if I can still keep. Okay, if you're watching on OLAYOMI KOIKI on Instagram, you might want to switch to. Okay, it's gone already, so it's too late. I'm sure the person will find me, using a different platform, because the phone is already extremely hot. Facebook has taken us away for 30 days, so we will only be live on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and the MixLR. At 8 o'clock, I'm going to bring the program to an end. So we're just about half an hour away. We've been online for the last 2 hours, 30-something minutes. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, and I continue to educate our youth at home. The reason why supporting a politician is not going to solve any of your problem. It doesn't matter what they give you. If they give you a house, they cannot give you health care. If they give you health care, they cannot give you security, just like they have that security. Bí a tó bá ń tẹ̀lé wọn lọ nínú convoy, tí wọn náà ṣe big boy, each time you see them, they take pictures, put it on Instagram, deceiving the next person, or probably using to fraud somebody else, just like the governor of Ogun State media aid was frauding in America. He will spend a long time in America with the kind of evidence America have against him. Nigeria is a crime scene. This is a comparative between Ghana and Nigeria. And as you can see there, export in Ghana is worth $13.54 billion. You would expect Nigeria to be more than that, based on Ghana being less than Lagos State. But rather, Nigeria is a messed up country. Let's compare Nigeria in a parity with South Africa. Since Odankwe our South Africa, let's see if we can get anything out of South Africa. The useless country no go better, not in this lifetime. Come to think of it in my existence. Is this crazy? Nigeria is just a mistake. I'm not sorry to say, a country that kills people, dreams, and future. What Nigerian politician give Nigerian politician takes? Oh yes, they give you a car. You spend more money trying to fix that car because the politician refused to fix the road. PPP conversion factor GDP. Let's look at it from the World Bank. So Sanusi is telling us here the reason why you are poor in Nigeria and you are asking people for help every day. Your WhatsApp continue, and sometimes they buzz you as if, it's a must that you have to give them the money. Do you get that kind of feels as well? Especially people like us, people think because I'm here asking for money and then, I have the right to give them that money as well. I'm sure the same thing goes with you. Or maybe you say, okay, my son, oh, they will buzz you every time. And that's why we are saying, let us forget about that shit old country called Nigeria. Sanusi is giving us that Nigerians have literally gone back to the days of Shagari. We have wiped out all the progress made in 35 years. So rather than moving forward, it has been wiped out. You know why? Your purchasing power as a country, your income. Surely you want to go hey, I got a good job. Oh. And you get 70. I mean, make good money in Nigeria, depending on if you're working in the oil sector or probably maybe you're working with a politician. There's still money, and then you're also cutting out of it. Your salary will go back as it was 35 years ago very soon. According to Sanusi, that was speaking at the 60th birthday, the same Fulani guy, 60. What about your own uncle that is 60 years old? Brilliant, probably more educated and well, brushed up than Sanusi, but he was never given that same opportunity like Sanusi. You know why? Because the country is being managed based on the nepotism. I'm sure some of you, your uncle, will even work in the bank, where you're quite promoted. You're promoted on Kwe, you're promoting my man. What about your mothers, your fathers that worked in Nigeria for so long? They never got paid for pension. Ìwọ ṣì wà ń pariwo wọn Nigeria. Orí ẹ̀ ti gbálẹ̀. Ìwọ tí o ṣì ń sọ pé wọ́n Nigeria, bàbá ẹ̀ àti ìyá ẹ̀ àti great grandmother ẹ̀ tó ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n san pension ẹ̀. But Sanusi was celebrating his 60th birthday in Kaduna with that terrorist man, El-Rufai. Báwo ni Máyégún ṣe máa ń pè náà? Kíní kan finger, little man finger, bí báwo ni Máyégún ṣe máa ń pè? A country that does not have hope for you, our youth. We understand you love to do so many things, but it's the country that is holding you back because you've not been given opportunity. You've not been given any access. A 21-year-old girl of Tasso committed suicide last week because she failed a course at the school. Many reasons resulted to her suicidal act. She must have been threatened by some lecturers that are ribasu. Tó bá yẹ kó ti latan sílẹ̀ ní tó dà síbẹ̀ fún. Thank you very much. I'm going to read your comment now. Femi Price. It's coming up here. Yes, Koiki, you're talking about the entitlement mentality in our people. Always thinking because they have a brother or sister overseas, they must send them money. But who lie to them, it's easy over here. Tó bá tẹ̀sí lè sọ fún ọkọ máa send it, baba problem. Ọmọ pester ni. But Sanusi says, and I quote, one that if things don't change, kí ló fẹ́ change? Ṣé APC fẹ́ change ẹ̀ ni àbọ̀ máa change ẹ̀ ní 20? Because I don't see anything that can change in the next 2 years. This government is running down anyway. So what are we expecting this government to change? Because Sanusi is telling us that he's warning. And you know when they say they're warning, you will become like this, Lebanon. Lebanon is also mired in an unprecedented economic crisis. The economic situation has pushed tens of thousands of people into poverty and trigger large anti-government protests. Ó ń bọ̀ náà ní Nàìjíríà díẹ̀ ló kù. Ìgbà díẹ̀ ló kù. Àwa máa wò níbí báyìí, a máa analyze it tásìkò yẹn bá tó. And by that time, Yoruba will have gone from that messed up society. Why did the government resign? This is Lebanon. Announcing the move on Monday, outgoing Prime Minister Hassan Dabi said his government was taking a step back to stand with the people in order to wage the battle of change with them. Discontent in Lebanon has been brewing for years. In the late 2019, a plan to tax WhatsApp calls spilled over into mass protests. Emma wrote the same thing. It's the same process. Instead of them investing money, they're trying to look at what I'm saying on WhatsApp. Mad people all over the place. And what do you want to ballet? Patan Tami, like Mayegun will say, is trying to know what Koiki is discussing with others. Instead of them to invest the money in your local government. That was the same thing that happened in Lebanon in 2019. They planned to tax WhatsApp calls. It spilled over into mass protests against economic turmoil and corruption, the same corruption we are discussing all the time. Imagine the rate of poverty and unemployment, roads not fit for purpose, legacy of failure embedded in a state of being ordinary instead of competing globally. Thank you very much, Ibukun. We cannot compete globally. You know why? It is all, PPP. Let's look at what the World Bank is saying about Nigeria PPP, if we can get anything out of it. Afghanistan, 1871, most recent value. Nigeria, most recent value is 100, I don't know what that means, but I'll see if I can get something out of it. 14427. Do you know what that means? Okay, for us to know, let's look at a country like Zimbabwe is 2998. Uzbekistan is 2297.17. Okay, again, there's something I want to check. I have to compare. Bahrain is 0.18. So I think the lesser it is, the better. I hope I'm right. Those of you that are economics that are watching. Grace Raphael, we should just end this shit country with animal leaders as ones. I think the lesser it is, the better, right? Okay, let's see. We will know. Let's look for another country that bad on there. Brazil is 2.36. China is 4.19. Okay, so you can tell that the lesser it is, the better. But Nigeria, look at where we are. Let's see a little bit more. Messed up country. Those at home that have the means, they work in the stock market, they're probably an engineer. They will deceive themselves. I'm an engineer, but you cannot get a contract. They will rather give the contract to a Chinese firm, and you are looking for a cut out of it as well. Ẹ ṣàtẹ̀ fún mi ní díẹ̀. Bó ṣe ń gbé fódà káàkiri gbogbo Lagos State ló ń gbé lọ everywhere, ló ń wá Tinubu kiri, ló ń wá Sanwó-Olú kiri, ló ń wá gbogbo àwọn tó ṣàmà bá wọn kó ṣàpọ̀n ní contract díẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń fẹ́ lo ẹsẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀, ó fẹ́ lo ẹsẹ̀ màmá ẹ̀. It's a messed up country. Let's go back a little bit. So if we come back here, 86 million of you, that number can never come down. And it's been like that. When there is no... good morning, Mr. OLAYOMI KOIKI. I wonder why some Nigerians still believe in one Nigeria. When there is no any hope for present generation, not to talk of present decay. I want the past to go on. Rashida at the starting of it. Thank you very much, Chris Raphael. Àwọn ti past, àwọn bàbá wa tó ṣiṣẹ́, àwọn màmá wa tó ṣiṣẹ́ fúnjọba, wọ́n ti gba pension, ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ present ìkẹ́, future. We are talking about the past. Think about your mother. I'm talking about your aged mother in Nigeria today. Àwọn tó ṣì ní ìyá àti bàbá. Àwọn tó tún wá ní ìyá, tó tún wá ní grandmother, tó ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìjọba, ǹjẹ́ wọ́n san pension fún wọn? Ìbéèrè ni o, ní láti dá mi lóhùn. Ìbéèrè ni máa bèrè sínú. But Sanusi jẹ́ kó yé wa pé Nigeria will get to a point where an average citizen income will be similar to that of 1980. So ìwọ tó ń ṣe big boy, ọ̀rọ̀ tí o lọ sí àwọn club, ọmọ ń jùdí sí ẹ, jùdí kẹ̀kẹ́ wọ́n farawé Davido, wọ́n farawé Wizkid. Owó àwọn yẹn náà máa wálẹ̀ àfi tó bá gbé sílẹ̀, tó bá ń tọ́jú wọn sínú dọ́là. Bọ̀ tó bá ń kówó yẹn sí náírà, ó máa differentiate ni. Bọ̀ tó bá gbọ́n tó ti invest owó wọn. But ó wá ń compare rẹ pẹ̀lú àwọn yẹn. Ó ń compare rẹ pẹ̀lú àwọn celebrity tó wà lórí Instagram, wọ́n ní 10 million followers. Ó ń compare rẹ pẹ̀lú wọn. Ìwọ tó ṣe tán ní Yaba Tech. To jẹ́ Yaba Tech as when it comes to àwọn architect. But wọ́n jẹ́ kó rí lò. Ìgbà tá a build kankan, gbogbo ilẹ̀ sùn lọ rẹpẹtẹ. Àwọn tó bá tún ra lẹ̀ gan, kò sí planning, kò sí anything. but then tó bá náwó tó lé fọ̀n tó lé kan náà tó ṣàrálé tó rálé kan sínú estate kan tó ń ṣe big boy tó wọ́n drive mọ́tò ẹ̀ nínú jeep ẹ̀ ọ̀gbọ́n àwọn máa jurí nínú air condition tó bá lọ sọ́nà nísìn tí Fúlàní tó ju AK sókè kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ díẹ̀ stupid Yoruba boy come out from that car ṣége banza ni ó gbé wọnú gbó lọ nìyẹn nǹkan lọ bá wọn 30 million wá. And you will see those same Yorubas Yorùbá tá à ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí nísìn ẹ jẹ́ kí election fi dé nísìn wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sáré kiri they are all looking for something to take from them. But we are asking for self-determination. So when the government say they want to proscribe, but don't worry about the government. Let them proscribe us. They're wasting their time. Proscribe us are what at loton. They like let them outlaw us. The reason I have not spoken much in 2 years, Sanusi ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ lè lòun náà jàgùdà gidi 419 ẹ sọ pé èmi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó bà gbogbo banking sector Yorùbá jẹ́ tán ó kó agbára fáwọn Haúsá Fúlàní ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀. Only the reason that we should sorrow in the last 2 years because I don't even have to say anything anymore. All things we were warning about Afghan. Sanusi nìyẹn tó bá yá nísìnyí wá gbé jáde nísìnyí wọ́n lè ní come and vote for Sanusi for president 2023 fún ló lè túnṣe wọ́n tún gbé Fúlàní mi jáde wo ẹ̀yin politician Yorùbá ẹ fẹ́ kú ẹ tí mọ̀ kankan ẹ̀rọ pa Hausa máa gbéjọba fún yín ẹ máa fìbọn fọ́ra yín lórí ni ó kù díẹ̀. Fíìmù ni ẹ ní wò tán. You think the Hausa are ready to give power away to you, knowing what we are saying now? Pẹ̀lú gbogbo táwa ń sọ nísìn, tán educate àwọn èèyàn. Wọ́n mọ̀ pa àti làwọn èèyàn lójú ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ. Gbogbo tá à ń ṣe yìí kò was undurable or durable àbí òyìnbó mo fi sọ as at some years ago. Ta ló mọ̀ tán pè ní PPP tẹ́lẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà? Mo ń break it down fún wọn nísìn pé purchasing power parity. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo ti South Africa. The purchasing power parity of South Africa in 2020, purchasing power parity of South Africa was 6.9 LCU per international dollar. Purchasing power parity of South Africa increased from 2.9 LCU per international dollar to 6.9 in 2001. Shithole country. Very good morning to you, Kazim. And to Bashi and Darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, we will no longer be on Facebook for 30 days, so you will only come here and watch me when I'm live. So you have to now make sure you subscribe so that the notification comes up. But we'll also be live on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, KOIKIMEDIA, ICO Farmers, or OLAYOMI KOIKI. Follow us on Instagram. All those platforms and the MixLR and also Twitch. We'll be live from there. At about 15 minutes from now, we're going to say au revoir. Right inside Abu Dhabi, I came late this morning due to much work on my desk. Abu Dhabi. Imagine somebody's building Abu Dhabi. If he's there for another 20 years, he's building Abu Dhabi. He's not building Yoruba land. Imagine those of us in America. We are building America. We are not building Yoruba land. To bá build America to ṣiṣẹ́ for 30 years. One of you in Nigeria. You know how many people have gone back to Nigeria? Germany dẹ̀ ni bàbá yẹn wá he lived there for 30 years. Nǹkan kan ṣe o. Àfi bí tatanus ṣe wọnú ẹsẹ̀ ọkọ̀ kú dànù ni. Àfi bí mosquito ṣe jẹ́ ọkọ̀ kú dànù ni. You think it's only terrorists that kill people in Nigeria? So many things will kill you. Kí ló pa? Ó kò lọ Nàìjíríà náà ní àwọn tó ṣe. Ọ̀nà àforíjì òkú. Ó ti tán nìyẹn. And that's what we have done for years. And that's why we are saying we have a better option now. Our youth, you don't worry me, ìwọ náà ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ìwọ fẹ́ tún Nàìjíríà, ìwọ ni wọ́n fẹ́ tún Nàìjíríà ṣe, ìwọ. Your father tried it, it never worked. Your great-grandfather tried it, it never worked. Your mother tried it, it never worked. Your great-grandmother tried it, It never work. Òṣìṣẹ́. So ó ṣe wá jẹ́wọ́, ó ṣe jẹ́wọ́. Ó ṣe jẹ́wọ́ ló fi pé tó bá fi ẹ́ jẹ local government chairman tí Sanwó-Olú tó bá kúrò àti wá lọ gbé lòmíì wá wọ́n lé Ambode lọ wọ́n mú Sanwó-Olú wá tó bá lé yẹn náà lọ wàá tún mẹ́lò wá fi ìpò máa change òfin ìpè politics ní tàn sọ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ìwọ dẹ̀ fi lọ ìlú míì tí àwọn kan jà fún òfin lọ gbé níbẹ̀ òfin lọ ṣọlẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Yes, Northerners are envious of the Southerners' progress. What did Sanusi ní pé ó ní we are back to 35 years ago. Ìwọ náà wò náà ó wà ní yunifásitì nísìn the same university tí àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ rántí àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó máa ń wọ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wá yunifásitì tó ti jáde ní 35 years ago. Ó sì wá ń rí the same pangolo yẹn nínú yunifásitì yẹn the same pangolo tó lò ó sì ń rí that same pangolo yẹn kò sí nǹkan tó change níbẹ̀ the same pangolo no upgrade no nothing gbogbo ẹ̀rí jágbajàgba jígbijìgbi àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀rí jágbajàgba jígbijìgbi. Orí jágbajàgba jígbijìgbi. Yoruba Nation Global Directorate, they'll be holding a mega rally. Let me see if I can push it so that we can say it more. Let's bring it back down. They're holding a mega rally. It's coming up in September. It's a 2 weeks rally. What can you do? You haven't got much, right? You can't go to Nigeria, but you can attend this rally. The Nigerian government cannot hold you there. American government cannot stop you from coming for rally. UK government cannot say we should not do rally. It's only Nigeria that can be running after us and be threatening us. They cannot do so outside the country. They wish, but they can't. They would love to, but they can't. And he was to see Nigerian High Commission last week. Don't worry me. Man, like a COVID test. Gbogbo building a lot to close down. You see, one on the COVID in the new bed, and they probably won't tell anybody. You know why they know? Because two staff went to the Home Office in Croydon on Thursday. Oh, I feel, hey, don't come inside here, too. Don't come inside. We're gonna test you. We're about to test you. Nobody will continue COVID. COVID again. So if you have gone to Nigerian High Commission, whether for your, you don't have to believe in Yoruba Nation. I'm asking you, whether you went to renew your passport, you wanted to go and get visa, one day travel, everything is grounded now for the next 10 days. So I will advise you, go and test yourself and your loved ones at home. You know yourself. So mega rally is coming up in New York. New York is going to be busy. You know why? The 74th Assembly is coming up. And people want to, sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can, adjust it so that if I move my head like this, but I'll see if I can adjust it from inside. Okay, I think it's coming. It's better this way, right? It's better that way. Better than and then, yeah, it's better that way. Yeah, all this is coming up. FISLE, attend. It's not just this. There's quite a lot coming up. This one is a 2 weeks program. But there's another one that also, as you can see there, the Yoruba Nation Diaspora Mega Rally. It's a 3 days marathon. from the British Embassy to White House. Is it true that the federal government are planning to prescribe it? Let them prescribe it. It doesn't make any difference. We shouldn't be worried at all. Yes. They haven't come out with it, but information is circulating that they want to. Àwọn Yorùbá kankan náà ló máa sọ fún wọn pé ẹ jẹ́ ya prescribe wọn, tẹ́ bá ti prescribe wọn, àwọn ẹgbẹ́ wọn máa sá wọlé nísìnyí, wọn ní ṣe Yorùbá Nation mọ́. They are wasting their time. It's too late. We have already woken up the conscious mind of our people. We have told them what PPP means. We have told them why they are starving. We have told them why they are suffering. 1991, USSR. Thank you very much, Henry. All hail the Biafra as well. 1991, USSR breakup. So don't let anybody deceive us that it can never happen. It will happen in our lifetime. This is another 2 days event, 14th to the 15th, 9 a.m., United Nations Plaza. If you haven't signed a petition for referendum, do so now. If you're also looking for the proposed constitution, you can check it out on KOIKIMEDIA.com. We will not be tired. And if you like to support us, that is all the details you need behind the screen. Cash App, PayPal. Oh yes, it's a media. We have a lot of running costs. Disgraceful, shameful contraction country needs to end Nigeria and save lives. You're right, Lady Dada. Lagos seaports were built by the Western Nigerian cocoa money, but the Hausa have literally taken over. It doesn't matter whatever you send to Nigeria. The man that will control it is a Fulani man. Those of you that have good jobs in Nigeria, lawyers, engineers, doctors, we understand. You're asking yourself, can it be true? You know that the hope and the future is no longer in Nigeria. That hope has been taken away. Look, forget about all those people they bring on the TV and come and talk. They've been doing so for the last how many years now? Oh, you want to see the same face? Oh, I love hey, journalist Sanga. I love the way the guy analyzes things. Is that what you want to continue to? You don't want to see the reality of things. Sanusi says we are back 35 years behind schedule. Instead of us moving forward in advance, we are literally going back, and you expect 2023 to solve the problem. It can't solve the problem. Look, let the Biafra go. Let the Middle Belt go. Let the Arewa go. Let the Oduduwa go. And then we can do business with each other in a mutual way. As if I want to go to the north, then I'll decide if it's worth going. If I don't want, you know, there are some countries who wants to go, who wants a visa to Afghanistan now? Should I give you a visa to Afghanistan? Even America is running away. UK is bringing their people back. All the EU are moving their people back. You know why? Instability is already happening there. And it would happen in Nigeria because no investor wants to come to a country where you cannot use PayPal. Don't you know that you can't use PayPal in Nigeria? You know, you want to build a website, you cannot. You build a website, you cannot integrate PayPal inside it. Cash App is not working in Nigeria because they don't trust that country. It's the name. That name, Nigeria, that Nigeria was created by this man. Let me show his face. I think I have his picture somewhere here. That man. Let me now bring it down so that you can see. Now that I can adjust all these things. You know, sometimes you don't know what you can do, especially, you know, that man. That man behind Lugard. Frederick Lugard. But when we say this man, he was also working as the governor administrator for Great Britain. Because each time we mention his name, we forgot to say, who is he working for? He wasn't working for himself. "2023 general elections cannot hold in Nigeria. Constitution is in dispute." You're quite right. It's called constitutional force majeure. But we have some Yoruba now. Èmi ni màá gba contract omi, èmi ni màá gba contract ìlú. When there's better opportunity, when we stand on our own. We will use the resources of our media and likewise all other media to continue to educate and tell people, just like the Biafra are doing, the Middle Belt are doing, why we must all get out of Nigeria before it is too late. Nigeria, the next Afghanistan. The owner of the land have said, we are not longer interested in Nigeria. If they like, let them even label every one of us as terrorists. It does not matter. It does not matter. It is too late. We have broken the minds of the people. Even the pastor are talking now. Pastor Polade Farasi said, hey, don't go into the INEC again. It's a fraud. And we are not backing down. If they like, all the Yoruba politicians as our representative should start falling back and close shop. If they like, let them not close shop. It's just a matter of time. Possible. You cannot be powerful than every single Yoruba. Because at the end of the day, the blood is just too much. No development in the last 35 years. 60 years of failure. And as we are winding down, I say it again. If anybody is saying, Koiki posting on Facebook, is because we will not be doing so for the next 30 days. But we will continue to update our website regularly. So when you come on KOIKIMEDIA.com website, you will find all the latest news that you need to find. Biafra, Odua, old illiterate, backward, stupid so-called leaders. They've taken us back. And it's so shameful that we have some well-learned Yoruba still telling us, hey, Yoruba will answer, Biafra will answer, it cannot work. Shut up your dirty, stinking mouth. Nigeria has never worked. Anyway, we got to go now. I hope you've enjoyed the program. Like I said, we'll see if we come back later on in the afternoon. Nigeria is a crime scene, and we must end it now. And on that note, enjoy the rest of the morning as you're going on your daily, activities. And I'll be back when I'm back. I know that guy very well. That Folari Osifua. I won't respond to you if you're not satisfied on my platform. You know what? You can fuck off. Right? You don't have to be on the platform. I know him very well. If you're not, again, happy with the platform, I say fuck off. So many idiotic of them. They're all over the place. They think, We have so many of them. Idiotic people. Once again, thank you very much to those of you that have stayed tuned. And I would like to appreciate you all for staying tuned, because Nigeria, the crime scene, we must bring it down. Bye for now.
Nick Bugley.
Created by the enemy of black men, death, where the black never civilize. Location 9, that is what it is. The country where the leader said the people's glory. They turn their children to prostitute, and the toy boy children to terrorists. Now, terrorists on the take over. Yoruba people say we know they do again. Say hold the true nation, that is what we want now. Freedom, 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 freedom. Motherfucker, come and free us. Freedom, 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 freedom. Now, location 9, ìlú Boko Haram, ìlú àwọn hush politician àti S-men. Fake promises every year, fake miracle everywhere, fake military anywhere. Now, all the drug people wanna go. The Afro people wanna go. Location 419 need to break for freedom, 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 freedom. We need the freedom, 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 freedom. Kusina kusomi kusonja kusana kusisi kari tibili tabili si ha. Free education and audio. Good security na one chance. Over 100 million people don't work. All my niggas need a job, they know they see work. They want to go to farm, Fulani attack. Don't give me any fucking reason why we no go. Even many people say they wanna go. Freedom, 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 freedom. No bad back on, you do what you are, Republic. And you guys who are born. To Africa to come and enslave us, and you call it colonization. We join one nation together, and you call it one Nigeria. We tell you we are one, when only Yoruba never get themselves right. But you join us together, even with the people who never think like us. As instead, you damage our culture, you damage our language, and you damage our way of life. Just because of your whole greediness. Since 2014, come to Nigeria, come and separate what you match together as one. We are not one, we can never be one. We don't have the same culture, we don't speak the same language. We just came here from nowhere and match us together. Who make it God over us? You don't know anything about us. We just come here from nowhere and match us together. Since then we never get it right. And here you know everybody today as what it told. So IG and Masu as got it all like the Jaffa told bàbá yín. A fool at 60 is a fool forever. Ẹ má sùn.